started doing that, Joe, so that you have to get it done every year. Because even my doctor was like, you know,
All right,
you need to
hold
come back next year.
on.
But she said it wasn't so much for my eyes, like, as far as prescription goes, it's because macular degeneration with age is prevalent. In my family, my grandmother had macular degeneration with age severely. Like, she was legally blind before she died.
Yeah.
So she's like, because it was a grandparent, you are very likely to have it. And then I did my 23andMe, and I do
Take
have
a paper towel.
Oh yeah, up top, yeah.
Destroy a dome.
So she wants to be able to take pictures of my retinas every year.
Yeah.
So like right now there's
they do the same for my mom.
Yeah, and I mean like there's nothing right now, and she's like, that's great. She goes, but we want to have a baseline because she's like, because it's a grandparent.
Yeah.
Like, and my 23andMe has, like, it's there. I know it's there. I saw it. But she was like, because it's a grandparent, you have like 80% chance of getting it.
It's Even I have to worry about that because my grandmother has the issue. My mom's monitoring the issue now.
I'm like, wait,
she's had a bit of it.
We blind.
So
we blinded you.
It sucks.
We gonna go blind.
Yeah, that's the worst. The worst part is like at least I know what's happening and who knows what's gonna happen. Like, because they're doing all kinds of tests for like how to fix your like. What it is it's actually like a deterioration on your macular, which is the very back of your eye, like right where your retina is, next to the nerve. What do you want?
Thank you.
Whose words?
I didn't want to interrupt the story.
It's deterioration where it actually makes pink or yellow spots. And so she was like, they're trying to find ways. They actually, so they can't. She's like, you could try this. She's like, but there's no proof that will help prevent it. But they have found things that will actually help improve when you have it.
Yeah.
So she's like, unfortunately, she's like, you could do this as like a preventative. I don't think it's gonna do anything. There's no proof of it.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, if that's the case, I mean, is it gonna hurt me? And she's like, well, no, it's just like fish oil. And I was like, oh, well then, okay.
Sometimes you're gonna burp and it's gonna taste like fish.
It's gonna be awful, yeah. It's fine.
I tuned out and then tuned back in at the wrong time.
So Katie.
Well, Alex, take a step back. Give us the full introduction. We don't usually get this.
I'll just have to read social cues.
We'll just all say yes.
So for anybody who might be in the chat,
match our
at the
reactions.
moment,
no one.
Just be sitting
No one at the moment.
The best part is because Alex doesn't look at people when he talks. He just
too
starts
good for me
talking,
to talk.
So he can't see
This is a really good cookie.
This is gonna be the. This is bad.
Oh my god! Why am I blanking? Creepy twins.
Shining twins.
Yep.
Okay.
Those are the ones.
These would be like Shining twins sometimes.
That
I mean,
be
the other one I was
breaks.
going for was Tweedledee and Tweedledum, so.
They can
Possibly
be
accurate.
They're also creepy sometimes, so.
Wolf Among Us.
That's true. That's true.
Tweedledee and Tweedledum.
Which one?
The Wolf Among Us. That was a really good game.
Love it so much.
So let me finish this cookie, and then I'll get through the whole deal.
She's staring at you.
You want to come up? I've got the blanket.
Your mom makes
Here.
a mean
Give me
cookie.
a punch.
I gotta show
Come
you.
on.
Thank you.
She's a big
would
mama's
you
girl,
like
but
one,
she's
Joseph?
also kind
There's
of
many different
she's a
options.
sweet
Yeah, many different options.
But so she's
I can decode.
she's getting too aggressive with the kids. We had to
Well,
teach
actually,
her
I
the
already know.
three-finger bat
That
on her
would be
nose
the
because she
pecan.
started biting Miles. I mean, to be fair, the whole
Well, it's
first
here,
year we
probably.
had her, Miles was shoving her off the sofa and pushing her and trying to step on her tail. So it's not like she didn't. Not like at this point. He asked for it, but today she bit Abby, and Abby did the three-finger bat. And
I've had those from
she
Italian
backed off,
bakery
and I was like, so
before.
there you go. So I'm hoping
Your
that
mom
at some point this will stop.
Destroyed.
I don't care if she bites the crap out of
Blows
my
them out of the
legs.
water.
Oh my
That's
god.
fine.
I was like, who's playing footsie with me? I was like,
That's so good.
Every
But
one
those
of those,
teeth are so sharp.
Joe, is like a next level version of
You
that
coming
kind
up or
of
what?
Has she broken blood or is it?
No, so
Oh, on me, yeah. She actually got in big trouble. She actually got me like a few big scratches to the point where she had
Warm
time
it up.
out in the bedroom for half an hour.
Pure vanilla?
And when I let her
Pure
out,
vanilla.
she was rubbing on me like, oh my god, I haven't seen you for days.
That's a 10.
I think
I love
women
that
come
meme.
in with skin once or twice.
Top one,
She's
Katie.
fair-
I read it.
It's like clear that she gets like overwhelmed and thinks it's playtime,
Oh,
and
yeah.
so I just if I freeze, she's like, oh.
She's probably
So.
sniffing your cat.
Mhm.
Absolutely.
We're
And
here.
That's part of why I got
Gabriel
the
Knight.
scratching post.
It's
Gabriel
We
Knight.
have a problem
It's
where
Gabriel
our
Day.
is
Gabriel
the
Knight. We've
identical
got three
color
times,
and texture
twice
of
as
one
many
of the
people,
couches.
more than twice as many
And
people
it's
as we
next
normally
to the
have.
couch, and so we're trying to teach her not to scratch the couch, but I can't blame her
I
because they
know.
look the same.
So we had that problem over there.
So,
So,
yeah.
I actually got like
Joe,
a sticky
Hoops,
film that goes over
Katie 2,
that.
Jaws, Katie 1.
Jackie, and me.
What cursed situation are we living in?
So this is Gabriel Knight 2.
Okay, so what's the plot of 1?
Well,
and
why don't you put your headphones in, and then we'll have Katie 1.
Oh, are we
click
streaming?
Yes, we're streaming.
Did you not realize
There's
that
nobody
you're
there.
We've been streaming for like 20 minutes.
Oh.
5 minutes.
It's felt like 20.
Hello, world.
Alex,
Where's
okay.
Oh, hello.
There you go. Wait, just isolate that right there and proof of Alex not recognizing what the concept of time is.
Joe?
Oh, I understand. He has no concept
I
of
know,
time.
but he doesn't think that. He thinks that he's got
his
a
timing
great
is terrible.
understanding.
Oh,
Yes,
it's
no, I
terrible.
know.
No.
20
Also,
minutes
it's
to
not
get
as
to
bad as
5
so
minutes.
good.
It's not as bad as my sister's. but It's bad.
What?
Put a headphone in.
Put a headphone
Even
in.
if it's just one. It's fine.
Just the right size for the big bad wolf to come down the chimney. And she's already here.
Katie, can you click Gabriel Knight, please?
Where's my phone?
That's me, Gabriel Knight.
Whoa.
So
yes.
you're in for a treat when when they start doing the FMVs of him acting. You're gonna love it.
You
So-
realize at work I'm gonna just start quoting him.
Oh, yeah, it's fine.
don't
Oh,
worry.
don't worry. We do it all the
Let me find a
time.
mirror.
By the way, I thought you were gonna add the picture in.
I thought you were gonna add Sam and Max to the
Oh,
picture.
I will, just not today.
You haven't done the picture yet.
She asked me to do
Okay,
a picture.
so-
It's gonna be at the end, yeah.
Thanks.
These are Sierra Adventure games.
Okay.
The first Gabriel Knight is phenomenally good. Right?
Is this like early 2000s stuff, or
No,
is it just
no,
supposed
no.
to look that
Is
way?
it
No, this
96?
1996.
Oh, okay. So it's allowed to look like
So the first Gabriel Knight was
Yeah, you can't make a game like this anymore.
was pixel
Shouldn't
art.
sound-
It wasn't
You
full
shouldn't
motion
make a game like
video,
this anymore.
right? You are a guy who runs a bookstore. Basically, you've got a friend who's a detective.
Oh.
There are these voodoo murders that are happening in the town of New Orleans. So
Okay.
you start to kind of investigate it because you're trying to write a book, right?
Huh, okay.
You want to write like the
Wow,
next best
how
mystery
very
novel.
self-serving.
Yes. Oh, well, don't worry.
Oh, yeah.
Gabriel Knight's a dickhead.
Oh,
Gabriel
yeah.
Knight is Johnny
God, yeah.
Bravo.
Thank you.
Yeah.
He's Johnny Bravo, but
Thank
Not
you.
as fun.
Yeah, sure.
yeah, he's
Now,
Johnny Bravo.
he's also-
but he's
also-
slightly smarter and
There's
not as fun.
He's also
pork
voiced by
fried
Tim
buns
Curry
over there.
In the first one.
game.
Thank you.
Oh.
So they went from Tim Curry, who put on an amazing performance,
To the
to this guy, whose only credit is like a waiter
episodes
in
of
2 episodes of
Frasier.
Frasier.
did,
Right?
did they bait and switch to people who I'm going to
No.
I mean, kind of.
Or-
But anyway, he goes through the entire mystery. He finds out that he is part of a long line of German, like,
Witch hunters.
witch hunters. They're called the
Schatten-
Schottenjägers.
The Schadenfreude.
The Schatten-
You did not want it to happen.
So you end up flying to Germany and finding your ancestral home and meeting your uncle who dies in
Uncle
like
Wolfie.
a crypt. And then you take
My
over the
Santa
castle.
heart.
Yes.
Yep.
And then you come back, and the girl that you were, I'm not going to say in love with, but you wanted to fuck her.
I'm almost convinced you did.
No.
She's part of this.
You
You end up
sure?
going underneath
I
a large
distinctly
cathedral
feel like there
in
was a scene. Winnie,
New
are you
Orleans.
serious?
and finding a voodoo cult that's trying
Lay
to
in the fridge.
do this
In the red box.
ritual, and you stop it, right? And then you write a book and become a bestseller.
You were
But
already
now-
an author who.
and-
That's game 1.
Yeah, and then, so now, beginning of game 2, you
That's a
return
lot.
to your ancestral home.
Right. So
In
now you're
Germany.
living in Germany,
yeah.
in the castle of the Schottenjäger.
Which, by the way, I
Okay.
legitimately did not think that we were going to leave the continent in the first.
Oh, in the first game? I know.
That's a plot.
But then we did.
And we spent a third of the game out of the
Out
US.
of it, I know.
So this one is Gabriel Knight, the Beast Within.
Is this a werewolf game or
Yes,
a
you
You
vampire?
nailed
Yes.
it. You nailed it immediately.
Why, yes.
In the bottom left, you can see teepees.
Yes.
Vampires will be the next
Jeez.
game.
Are you
I mean,
serious?
spoilers. I mean,
Spoilers. Vampires are the next game.
I'm already surprised there's a third.
don't worry.
I'll
If
wait
you
for
think
it.
this is a nightmare, wait till you see the
I'll also
third.
say the story's actually very well written.
It's
This,
very well
it
written.
is a really good story. I just wish they hadn't done this. I wish
I-
they hadn't filmed.
I
it.
wish they did this game the same as the first.
Yeah.
Agreed.
You
And
know
I
what
think-
this feels
Agreed.
like? Mavis Beacon teaches typing. But like, do you remember
Kinda
that?
had that same.
Yeah, it's the mid-90s UI feel.
All I want is to go back to the elementary school computer lab games.
Oh.
Yeah. I
Like the snowball one where it teaches you math.
Oh,
like a decade
Right?
ago.
I love that one.
Right?
So good.
Like, if I looked at it now, it'd still be awful, but just the nostalgia
vibes.
for it is
Yep.
so strong.
If you want
At
that
work,
vibe,
you should get
the
one of those orange covers for your
Nancy Drew
keyboard.
detective games still
Why?
hold up pretty
Oh, I have
well.
them.
Oh, like
oh,
you
yeah.
have
For your practice.
You can get them on Steam.
I definitely have
Same
So
them.
that you
with,
can't see the
Freddy
letters.
Fish.
You have to.
I don't need
Except
the letters.
Freddy Fish crashed my
Me either.
computer, so I don't open it anymore. But you can get it on Steam.
I've got my Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone computer game.
Oh, is there? Aha! I
Uh-huh.
see.
Uh-huh.
She's interested in the book.
Yes. She
And
will
we've got-
bite your hair as
and
long as she
Katie-
doesn't bite your scalp.
At our fingertips, we've
Ooh,
got
hello.
Freddy Fish, we've
Yep.
got Putt Putt, we've got all of those as well. But
I remember like the Barbie computer games. Like the
Barbie Horse
Detective.
Adventure was
Oh, yeah.
my shit.
Barbie Detective.
I didn't do Barbie Detective.
I
I
like
think
the
I
I'm
Barbie
going to
just
eat every one of these
Detective.
cookies.
Huh?
I'm going to eat every one of these cookies if they're here. So this is going to have to go somewhere else.
It's true. He's been doing pretty.
then
Don't
go
bring
ask
it
for
to
the
me.
No, I'm putting them over
If
towards,
you want all of
Zossie.
those lemon cookies to disappear, then leave it with me.
It's also my favorite, Jack.
They're amazing.
Why you need some?
Oh, hi, thank you.
So, in this game,
We're in chapter 3 or 4.
yeah, I think we're in chapter 3.
We're in chapter 3.
We're in the
So-
castle.
Halfway through?
No,
No.
a German
No,
man
less than
came to
halfway
our castle and was basically like, "Hey, a kid got eaten by some sort of
Werewolf.
animal.
Oh,
People
yeah,
are
yeah.
saying it's a wolf,
Not wolf.
but I think it's a werewolf, and we need the Schottenjäger." And we're like, "Fuck off!" Right? But also,
we made our
fine.
money in the book. Well, thank you.
Yeah.
I don't.
We're like, and then he's like, "Hey,
Different
listen,
kinds now.
you're the Schottenjäger. You gotta do this." And we're like, "Okay,
I just
Yeah.
wanted to.
I don't see why
Fuck
that
ladies and-
gets him to do
Yeah.
this.
right." Well, he's got some sort of
Just an
Still
almond.
has a pulp.
I was gonna
I
say,
believe
like,
that
wait,
one
is
is
there
pecan.
a woman with this? Like, if
So-
that's his only known motivation, then I
no. So the only other women,
not
the
wrong.
women in this game. So in the first game, you have a woman that works at your bookstore, and you
Grace.
sexually harass her and make fun of her the whole time.
Yep.
Her name is Grace.
And
And
she's
somehow-
better than you in every way.
She
And
is.
yes,
she
she
does
does all-
everything
She does all
you
your
can't
research.
do.
Right. You go around and you just fuck around, and then when you come back, you're like, "Hey, did you do all that research I asked you to do?" She gives you all the information that you actually needed.
Mhm.
Right? So in this game, Grace is home at the bookstore while we're in Germany.
And you send a letter to Grace.
We sent a
saying-
letter kind of describing what's going on, and she's like, "I gotta go to Germany and help him." Right?
Because he's clueless.
He's completely
Useless
incompetent.
without me.
He's
Right.
a dumbass.
She
You
shows up.
better pay her.
He does not.
He's not. Not at all.
No.
Well, no,
Well,
she's getting paid now after the book.
Yeah, before the book, she wasn't getting paid.
Also, I think she's working on her degree, right? A doctorate?
Yes.
Yeah,
I think so.
So also in the castle of the Schottenjäger, you have Gerda, I think her name is.
Gerda.
She like takes care of the castle. Grace Nakamura shows up and is immediately a hardcore bitch to her.
Oh my god.
From
Like,
from second one.
Yeah.
They're
Like
very
mortal
There's
enemies.
another
She
woman
is convinced
living where-
that he's fucking her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, she was like in love with the old shot. So.
Yeah, she was in love with his uncle.
Yeah,
and she's like,
20
devastated.
years younger than that guy, but she's definitely.
Okay,
20?
what a whirlwind.
More.
We
Yeah.
haven't even
Yeah.
started.
I know,
So-
right?
Now,
So
is-
we've been investigating the kind of animal-related deaths, and we're convinced something more is going on. And we've just gotten into an
Hunting
exclusive
club.
hunting
Super
club,
secret clubs.
and that's where we are.
That
Remember a
explains
zoo.
the deer head.
Yep.
Understood.
Yes,
oh
we
yeah,
did. We
the
went to a
wolves of the
zoo.
Yes.
Yep, I remember
Yes,
zoo.
we've done that.
we saw Kevin at the. We gave him the hair.
Yep.
Post
specifically,
office.
the zoo had like rare forms of wolves.
Yep.
Yeah.
Exactly. There's a German lawyer who we pop by every once
This
in a
was
while.
the family lawyer.
Who's the
He
lawyer of
sends,
the
he
family.
sends my mail out, I guess.
Right.
No, you go to the post office for that.
There's a
He
big
gets
fat-
the mail though.
There's a big fat bald police officer who's really not happy that we're getting involved.
But we're like,
And there's
I mean,
sort of like a
there's
Don
Which
Juan.
parallels
Don
exactly
Juan
how our
character.
friend
There's like a
was
Don
when
Juan
we were in the
Lothario
first
guy
game.
who is in charge of the hunting club.
we're like, you
There's
can
a
talk
bunch
to
of
me,
them.
or I can give all this stuff that I have to the media.
Mhm.
Yes, and then we went to the German media and we're like, hey, how you doing? I'm an American.
I'm giving him that.
I'm sure
And
we took that well.
I gotta say, his acting was a lot worse than mine.
I gotta say
I-
that you're completely right.
That's
So, Katie,
Yeah.
They do get Tim Curry back in the third game though.
back to exploring.
Dun-
Do they
Oh, they
do get
do.
Tim Curry back?
what?
For that
Wait,
horrible
so
it's not
Polygon
videotape?
nightmare?
What?
It's not videoed.
No, the third game is not videoed.
Oh,
You could play. Why couldn't you know what?
Katie, we gotta finish
We
game.
could have. We could have skipped this.
Jackie, the third game is significantly worse.
I'm sure it is, but it's better than this.
Incorrect.
Leslie's all weird.
All right, I vaguely remember you guys saying something about me being about to die if I don't move quickly.
Nope.
No.
I don't recall that.
What I
I
do
think that was
remember.
in game 1 when we were in the mummy crypt or something
Yeah,
like
I remember
Yes.
that.
Yeah.
But
So I'm not sure where you need
By the
to
way,
go.
this is the best I've ever seen you with memory.
I don't think I
What do you
should.
mean?
You've nailed it.
Your
Just
memory's
like
usually
remembering
bad.
stuff. This is Gabriel
Not
Knight.
the
I'm not fucking around. This is
There you
Gabriel
go.
Knight.
It's Gabriel Knight.
Gabriel Day.
Yep, dead things, gotta love them.
But I like that he's unenthusiastic about literally anything.
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
not sure if that's
absolutely.
I'm not sure if that's the character necessarily or the way
The
the guy
actor
is
just
acting.
not being able to do his job.
Yeah.
Oh, I was gonna say, Joe, do you want a beer?
I will say everyone else in this game outacts Gabriel.
Katie,
Oh, absolutely.
Grace is a good actress, even if she's.
Sure, I'll take one.
Beer?
Well,
Sounds
sorry,
like
I'm
we're gonna
gonna
be here
take
for a
a
bit.
beer.
No.
Oh, sorry. I would
As
like
he
a
like goes
beer
to
with
think about
ice.
reaching
Like
for
me.
it.
No.
No, not really a beer. I have my Red Bull.
It is ice cold.
A Red Bull this late at night?
Where's beer with ice? Gotcha.
Thank you, my friend. Thank you.
Yeah, Katie has taken
ADHD
my.
equals caffeine naps.
If you don't want the
And I left all my medication at home.
do you need ADHD medication, I can give you some.
Not-
As a pharmacist, I don't think I
only
should
yours,
be taking
though.
other people's medications.
Right, but as a friend, would you like to?
Oh, good, thanks.
That's a treat.
Maybe not on video.
As a treat.
As a treat.
I'll cover the
Welcome,
camera up.
guest. Here, have my meds.
No,
have a couple milligrams of Adderall.
no, I do Concerta.
Okay.
I did not do well on Concerta.
I like it better. I don't know. I tried Vyvanse and it was like.
Vyvanse worked well for me. I have a weird constitution though, in
Can I
that
try
my
that and see if I like this before I open one?
my whole my mom is incredibly sensitive to caffeine. And
I noticed you didn't bring me
am
one, so I
too.
guess I'll come get it myself.
So I have
I
like
I was going to, but then Hoops
a very
asked for
small
an
strike
ice cold
zone for
root
where
beer.
caffeine
Getting that and
Works or doesn't
works,
work.
and I'm sensitive, so I've got a tiny and low.
How you doing?
Root beer?
Don't know
Like,
Good.
You green tea.
Yeah,
Caffeine.
yeah.
By the way, if no one
Uh,
showed
just
up,
two red
you were
By the
playing
way,
with Gail
our
too.
FSA card is out.
I'll go home and sleep.
Yes,
No
it's
worries.
been deactivated.
That will happen.
Okay, I wasn't
not
sure
yet.
if it was
Sure.
deactivated or if we were just done.
I mean,
'Cause I tried
these are
using
rare
my meds
opportunities.
today.
I know. And you saw that
It was
intro.
deactivated.
You saw that
working.
intro.
It was great. I love it.
Don't worry, the whole game will be like that. Don't worry.
Do you guys do that every stream, or is that just
What?
for
Sporting.
the intro?
Oh no,
No,
that's just
for-
because
that's
we
just
haven't played this in
No
about
one's
6 months.
watching.
Oh, thank you,
Yeah.
my friend.
No, Theo.
No one's watching, right?
I don't see
There's a number
You know what's
one.
funny?
So
He says no one's watching, but Seraph has been like lurking without saying anything recently.
yeah, Seraph is almost assuredly.
Well,
Yeah.
you should be able to
Liquors.
see the number of people, right?
Yeah,
See
don't
right
worry.
there on my
It's,
screen, the one.
It's like it's like 1 to
That's-
4 at any time, and for this game,
Hey,
I'd
except
be
for that
surprised.
one time we played King's Quest and there were like 7 people on.
Right.
That's true.
I
Depending
can
on the
always
game.
post on the internet and say, "Hey, there, Katie's back on a stream somewhere."
I mean,
Yeah,
you're welcome to if you like, but we're used to our 1 to 0 viewers.
As Alex said at the very
Alex
beginning,
banks on it.
and you saw in the video a minute ago, we don't give a damn.
Yeah, this is not for anyone but us.
That
Yeah.
particular well dry.
Awesome.
Oh yes.
What is that?
You,
Why?
you pumped that well dry, Katie. Thank you for doing it. Gabriel and I jerked this man off to get in there.
Oh,
I gotta say,
No,
I can't wait until you guys are back here. We can do this a lot more
Yeah.
again.
Oh,
I've missed this.
Yeah.
All right, so no, I think we needed to go to the basement, or did we go to the
We
basement
did go
already?
to the basement. I think we got kicked out of there.
Don't remember.
But I'll try again.
wait.
did they just videotape someone and then they
Yeah,
kind of
everything,
rendered
almost
it
the
in?
entire
That's
thing.
exactly
is in
right.
front of
Yes,
the
I
blue
hate it. I despise this with a passion. I
Yeah.
won't stop talking about how much I hate this.
So before this, they made a game called Phantasmagoria.
Well, you
Ah!
Oh no, I didn't find something. This
You
is
wanna
me
talk
being
about a
pissed off
shit
about this.
game.
We placed something earlier. We put a cuckoo clock in there.
I
In a
will
tree.
say he's very pretty. And he's
Oh,
got
don't
very
worry.
hair.
Wait
He
till
does
you
have
get a
the
better
chiseled
look at his
jaw.
face.
He has the chiseled jaw and honestly,
I don't
stunning
think
hair.
I'm gonna get down there again.
That is
That's
very shiny.
nice
Leads
hair.
to a
It is
back
shiny.
alley.
All right, I guess
Why
we
don't you
leave here.
go
now.
through it?
It looks like healthy.
Alright, well I have a cuckoo
Hey.
clock now.
The best thing about him is his hair. I will give you
It's
that.
Flowing locks.
Just for the love of God, somebody tell me what I'm supposed to do so I can get back into this.
Just. Well, we don't remember.
yeah.
'Cause I don't remember exactly where you were, Katie. So just walk around. We'll
You
figure
know
it
what
out.
he looks like? He
Yeah,
looks
don't we have
like
recordings?
he had written a moderately popular book, but it was ghostwritten. and he's riding on
You're
the
right.
popularity of that book.
He wrote the plot down in a paragraph, and then someone else wrote the rest.
No, that's the Klingman splice.
And
Yeah,
he
so hit
now
exit
truly
Katie.
believes that he's a
he
wordsmith.
did,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Just hit the bottom
That's
right,
exactly.
yeah.
That is what he looks
Hit
like.
that button there,
Technically,
bottom right.
Didn't
I would
Gabriel
buy
Knight
that in a
too?
heartbeat.
I think
I
he
would
did do
absolutely
that.
believe that.
Do what?
Didn't he write a book that was the events of Gabriel Knight 1?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Von
Yeah, but
Zell's,
there
I
he
think
wrote
Von
it.
Zell or Von Glauer was the last one we talked to.
It was
Von
actually
Glauer is,
I forget- what's her name?
Don
Her-
Juan.
his
I have to load a tape first.
intern.
Load A.
Grace.
Katie.
You have to load
Grace.
a tape, Kate.
Now you can hit play.
Trophies in the basement.
You mentioned that y'all don't go on hunting trips abroad?
Oh dear God.
We do not.
Come on, Winnie.
Those trophies in the basement, y'all really have white tigers in Germany or lions?
The majority of what the club hunts are far more common species, Herr Knight. The trophies in the basement are exceptions, and they were obtained quite legally.
Oh, you misunderstand me, baby.
Now you want to do this now? Come on up.
In any case, the basement is not
And
public
eating. You
territory.
can't have my food though.
Is that the last thing we did? Basement?
Therefore,
So
That makes sense.
I believe so, yes.
I like that they're trying to do a German accent, but keep slipping into like a French accent.
it goes all over the place.
Yeah.
They're really bad with accents in this game.
It goes all over the place.
But they're all better actors than Gabriel.
but as a guest, perhaps you should limit your prowling and sniffing
Coming?
to areas which you are offered openly by
It's
those
okay,
who
Katie.
belong
Let's
here.
talk
You're
I know. You can't decide. She's like, I'll just go to Matt. Matt remembers me. Or Joe. I'll go to someone else. We'll play.
Is it still going?
No.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
She is so pretty.
Oh,
You're just hearing the
thank
background
you.
noise from the street.
Oh, yeah. they're just-
She, one of my sister's
We're in
friends.
Germany.
had
Go
her.
go to your
You were in
inventory.
Germany,
They
yes.
got her when she was a kitten. And then apparently she was taking
we
up
have?
the dog's space on the
Cuckoo
bed.
Clock,
And the dog was
Gabriel Letter
geriatric, so they
2,
were like,
Christian
oh, we
Rose
can't
Journal.
have this. They're fighting over territory. Like, they're not really fighting over
Gabriel's
territory.
notepad.
She's a cat. She'll move on with her life.
Yeah.
But they decided they couldn't keep her.
Ubergrau's
So we
letter.
were like, well, we'll take her because
Von Glauer's business
fine.
card. Because last we talked to
she's
was
just
Von
sleepy.
Glauer,
She's,
right?
you know,
Don't remember.
Did
I,
we
should-
look- did
I
we
honestly
inspect
should have
this?
looked this
She's a
afternoon,
cat.
but I was too busy
She's
yelling at
She
people.
Von
plays
Glauer,
fetch,
man
by
called
the way.
Strauss.
Hates fish.
no, she plays fetch.
Okay.
Oh,
Down
Did
the
we
hall.
go
Yeah.
there?
I was like, it's weird for a cat.
Let's see. Let's go
No,
there.
no, she actually
You
goes
should be able to,
bonkers
remember,
for
if you
that.
go back
Yeah, if
out
we go to
and
the
then
map-
all the way to the left, you can go back to the map.
Oh, yeah, and that'll tell me where
Joe?
I still have stuff to do.
Huh. What's up? Yeah.
This guy.
Is that what I think that is?
Yes,
Yep.
because in the first
From the
game they're
first.
playing that in the square.
Yeah.
And of course it makes sense because they're in they're in New Orleans.
Right.
But now we're in Marienplatz. And they're playing When the Saints Go Marching In.
And I will say, I ripped the audio specifically for
You
Joe.
did. It's amazing.
It's very good. All right. So we need to go to
Just a friend.
Was
friendlier night. Lovely employer.
Lower's house?
Von Glauer's house. See if we can go
Send
there.
us to 2H.
Can we look at that card again? To...
No,
Yeah,
we
it's
we
here.
just
You
go
want
there.
to go to
Oh, yeah?
Europe?
Okay.
I haven't sent me yet. I don't think I'll ever be able to get them to send me over there.
Just say that you
Oh,
need
vibes here.
2 companions, your wife,
Now
and
I
your
remember
support.
who he is.
That is such a damn
Hell
good
yeah.
card.
Support Katie.
I
How
can
interested
fit
in
a
Gabriel
travel
he is.
bug.
Didn't we see him in something
It'll be
recently?
fun. My back made hurt.
Yes, we
That's
did, didn't we?
exactly
I
why
thought we
he's
did,
here.
yes.
We
Flush
absolutely
and
did.
like he
Not with
looked
me.
like some weird
No, we
triple
Al
relationship thing going
did,
on
right?
with
Hang
not
on.
only another Katie but a coworker in a carry case.
You, then just say that I'm Katie's emotional Katie.
You know, I remember
I can,
at the
that
end
makes
of
it
last
better.
session
Katie,
and
you have
like
an emotional
now,
Katie now.
his acting's actually
Emotional
gotten like
support
better
system.
from one.
Katie, you
Like
have
the
emotional
start of the
support
game,
system.
it was
The
ass.
start of the game was horrendous.
Oh, no.
I get the feeling you're not your average, ordinary hunting club.
No?
He looks like he would
In the
proposition.
basement, for instance.
Which one?
Together you've been excellent.
Him.
Both.
Well, the door was open.
It doesn't matter.
Oh my god, I just remembered.
Yes.
His
He
obnoxiously
looks like
large
he's gonna
jacket.
be like.
I was gonna say the funniest part of the game, his ill-fitting suit.
Gabriel's, you mean?
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Philosophical beliefs as well.
It's a sex club.
What is your club philosophy?
I don't think I'm wrong.
Curious.
No,
about these
I don't think you are either.
philosophical beliefs. Can I talk in to enlighten me?
Are you really interested?
Yes.
I'm glad.
Yeah.
He's not blinking.
Would appreciate our way of thinking.
Okay.
The men at the club and I, it is our desire to reconnect with our true
He's not blinking.
Not at all.
I'm not seeing
It just
him
cuts.
What makes men different from any other species on this planet?
He's not blinking.
Not at all.
Of course. Oh, it's not.
Oh,
Oh, there we go.
But it has come at a terrible price.
He stopped.
Take a shot for every blink you
Man
see.
has lost his physical self.
Like, that's an abnormally long time to go without blinking,
It
right?
was a very
Versus
long
this
time.
guy.
He became fat and lazy. A dulled, rusted blade.
Gabriel's over here fluttering his eyelashes.
Those are my good
Come on,
days.
lower.
There's a huge. It's very bromancy.
Yeah.
In the woods. It is alert.
Mhm.
It smells.
I said a beast.
It sees. It feels everything around it.
The midichlorians.
Or where some other animal has passed days before. Where food is to be found. It can sense danger. You put civilized man in the woods, and he's comparably deaf, dumb, and blind.
Sure plays a mean pinball.
I hear you, but isn't some of that related to physical makeup? Our senses of smell and hearing aren't as sharp as those of wolves, for example.
That's just it.
Couldn't think of the word wolf.
He said wolf.
Humans had those
I mean,
as generations of city dwellers failed to use their most acute senses, genetically they started to fall away, the way limbs wither when not exercised. I believe we can hold this degeneration, and not only hold it, but recover that which was lost.
It's an interesting concept. Do you have any proof that such powers are recoverable?
I was like, he's gonna do the motion.
cookie me.
Alex,
I felt things myself.
don't go crazy.
I'm crazy.
Sharper smells. But documented.
Cookie crazy.
You're crazy without the cookies.
That is hard.
Cuckoo.
Cuckoo cocoon.
To what
No.
extent we can recover these primal abilities,
Nothing to do with that.
and what some of those abilities might prove to be. That is what we still struggle to find out.
You're
Is
very
that like a
convincing, Greer.
Spaniard who's still a struggle?
There's no doubt that the
Gabriel
was fascinating.
Like Jackie, 2 accents: Spanish, Russian.
Hey,
Jackie?
If
I
you
can
ask
do
more
more. I
about
just
Bob Vaughn-
haven't.
No, they all blend into one of those two.
Sure.
Physical self.
Okay, I have Brooklyn and Australian.
There's only been one option.
I could do Brooklyn
right?
too. I got that one.
There you go.
What?
Okay,
3.
foreign accents, Jackie. You got
Should
two.
just been like a.
I'm from Jersey, so
No,
technically
it's-
Brooklyn is
there were
foreign.
originally a lot more, but because this is the only one that's we've opened up after the conversation,
He was very smart.
that's why there's only now one option.
He figured out how to raise his prey in pens. Hunting helps us get back in touch with our predator soul.
Do you? Get back in touch with your predator soul?
This is very charged.
Only for you, Gabriel.
Some
Oh,
of
yeah.
us are more successful at tapping into that than others.
Again, only with you, Gabriel.
I'm a mannequin.
Who would be my prey?
Take off your clothes and
You
run
have
through
a
the
much
woods.
more
No
convincing
reason.
evil.
Man in the club.
The men at the club are all
Favorite
excellent
act-
specimens.
My favorite role was the Wicked Witch.
Philosophy to increase their
He
success.
only blinks when he wants to accentuate
Mm-hmm.
an action.
Yeah.
This becomes corporate headquarters. Your prey, the competition.
Some of the technique can be applied, yes. When the senses are primed,
Like, I'm trying to hold my eyes open as long as he does, and my eyes burn.
that is normally lost in the
Are you blinked again?
Speaking hypothetically, do you think it would be possible to take this philosophy too far?
Funny that should occur to you so quickly. It hadn't occurred to me for the longest time. I hope not.
Mm-hmm.
There's just not a lot going on behind eyes.
He's Polish, by the way.
No, there's not.
No.
Which I mean, kind of fits the character because Gabriel.
He is a shallow well.
Yeah. It's just so big.
He is a shallow drink of water.
He's Polish, Jackie.
Yes.
He was in
Most of what
Inland
he's done
Empire.
is Polish. Okay.
He's a Russian reporter in Independence Day.
I saw that. I did not see anything that we have seen recently.
He's in Cradle to the Grave as a Russian buyer.
I love that, by the way. Cradle to the Grave is
Never
fun.
seen it, but I knew you did.
I'm not saying it's a good movie, but it's fun.
Not a lot.
Yeah, I don't know if there's anything.
No, most of it's Polish stuff, you know.
He's in one episode of Jag.
Mm-hmm.
Are you able to open any of those cabinets?
I mean, maybe if he weren't around, but it's his house.
And Alias. He's in an episode of Alias.
So this is his main role, basically.
Yeah.
I was just talking about Alias today.
What about something on the
Why?
table?
My coworker Danny.
Sit on his
Why?
couch.
Because he was talking about how when he was younger he used to
Assert
watch
his
a lot of
dominance.
Alias, and I was like, oh yeah, my first girlfriend used to watch a lot of Alias. And only realized later when she realized she was a lesbian why she was watching so much Alias.
That's really funny. I actually watched a whole bunch of Alias when I was visiting my Aunt Barbara over in Bainbridge Island in Seattle.
I was like, I was gonna do something.
Not quite. But she didn't have cable or anything else, so she would rent her movies and stuff from the library, so she had to wait until
the next season
the
of
next
Alias
season was in the library.
That was a proposition.
That was a proposition.
Oh, absolutely.
To be fair, the first game also ended in a sex club.
He wants that.
Did it really?
Oh yeah, there was a topless lady and you get drugged. There was a lot going on.
Yeah,
So you're saying it's a possibility, and a strong one.
A strong one.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go to the cops now.
I had a man proposition me.
Go to Prinzregentenplatz.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
It went.
Yes.
Is the night.
There he is.
Sit down.
That was a terrible
Sit
German
down.
accent.
Duck lips.
Is that what you calling him now? Duck lips.
I want to know what his little map is. He's working out a crime.
It's all the murders.
All the murders and stuff. I
Just
just love how blasé that was.
Has there been more than one? at this
Yes.
point?
Gee, what do you have on your map here? You know, the murders and stuff.
I still say that one in the middle is different.
Different.
I still say that one in the
Could be.
middle is different.
So is there nothing?
Oh, what's the?
Close. Close.
Click it, Katie.
185
Roast
centimeters.
Didn't Liba say
25
that was the name of the
kilograms.
guy who was killed last night?
He isn't.
At Stockman Strasse, 405.
In the video that you played in the beginning, there was a woman who said all this number as one of the screenshots. I'm pretty sure it was that number.
Do we have
I
a
don't remember.
phone? Can we?
Yeah,
I think
there
Uber
was
Grau
one.
has the phone. Who's the lawyer?
55544. At least it's easy to remember.
I
That
took a
sound right,
picture of
Alex?
it, too.
Uber Grau has the phone?
I think so.
It's been a while.
Don't
we
we
only
have
played
one
this
at
one
the-
once,
at
and
the
it's
house?
been
I guess we
4.5
don't have it at the
years,
house.
almost 5 years since we
Yeah.
played this. So
You remember that? From 5 years ago? Or did you recently see it?
no.
We played
Jackie,
it.
Alex, and
I did.
myself played it. It was the last pre-stream game we played.
Yeah.
Talk to Libra.
I
Let's see
don't
what
have
you
any more
And then we
questions for the
played-
commissar.
One of the worst games that we've ever
At least he's
ever
needed in
played.
detective mode.
Yeah, it was a great start to the stream.
Probably nothing.
Gabriel
of
Knight too?
interest back.
Phantasmagoria.
Besides, I can't see past a commissar.
Sierra
with a
made
big head.
Phantasmagoria before this. It was supposed to be their big opening for the new. We're gonna make FMV games. We're gonna get this big studio. We're gonna film everyone in front of a green screen.
Pictures next.
So they made that, and they made this, and then they were pretty much done.
Back in, like,
Phantasmagoria was terrible.
I mean, Phantasmagoria 2 was better than Phantasmagoria 1.
That doesn't mean it was good. It was just better.
Yes.
That's basically saying that pile of shit's slightly less smelly than the other pile
No,
of shit.
there were
Maybe we should go
interesting
back to
things.
the Uber Grau.
Jackie, there were interesting things happening in Phantasmagoria 2.
Absolutely.
It just wasn't a good game.
Absolutely. In one, there was nothing happening for the first 3 hours. We literally just walked around the
What game
goddamn
is
town.
Phantasmagoria.
Phantasmagoria.
Not to be mistaken with Phasmophobia.
Correct.
No, not Phasmophobia. Phantasmagoria is about like
woman.
A woman in the house.
And a woman and her husband move into this creepy old house.
Right.
And it's a place where
As one
there's
does.
ghosts.
Supposedly.
And the husband goes crazy.
Cheaper
Does it
mortgage.
get gory?
It gets very gory.
That's the best part of the game.
Well, that's the thing. It takes forever to get there, though,
Yes.
because it takes forever to get there. Nothing happens for the first 3 hours. Then finally, when it does get there, I mean, like, there were moments that shocked us where we were like, oh my god.
It
Like,
was great. That was the best part of the game.
It's true. And the worst, so, like, I still think of the scene where, like, they shove a funnel down a woman's face and
Oh, I
start,
got the
like, force
gift. I
feeding
got the
her.
gift right there.
That will haunt me until the end of my days.
That's a game?
Yeah.
Yeah, see, that will haunt me until the end of my days. But it took forever to get there, and by that point, I'd already checked out.
No, you were okay at that point.
No, well...
Because, I mean, the trowel to the head, that was amazing.
Oh, yeah.
That woke us up. We're like, oh my god, we're back in this
the
game.
Guillotine. Not
The head
yeah,
rotating thing.
that too.
There was a lot of good kills.
There were, and that was the only part that was good. If it had done that within like 10 or 15 minutes of the game starting instead of 3 hours, would have been better.
That's why it's a 4.
Yes.
No problem.
It looks very
What exactly are you looking for?
Missing persons. Actually, missing persons cases that occurred in or near forested areas.
How far
Oddly
back do you want to go?
10 years?
In near or forest areas with
I can
wolves?
spare her later in the day. We should have it ready for you by tomorrow.
Great. Thanks.
So everything in this game is very event-driven. You go do something else may unlock. That was kind of one of our big complaints for the
So
game.
you gotta
as well.
kind of just keep checking and clicking to see if something new.
There are there are obviously puzzles too that you need to solve, but unfortunately, there's a lot of this back and forth, which was not in the first game really.
Did we already send our letter to, what's her face?
I think so.
Can you check our inventory, Katie? See if we have like a.
I thought no, that there was.
We don't have any more Gabriel to Grace stuff.
No Gabriel to Grace letter.
Because she's already here.
We don't know that.
No, we don't.
We don't.
Where else can we go? Biology lab.
No, I don't think we.
You can go to the butcher and get the white horse.
What's the top? Yeah, I know. What's the top? What's the left one? Is that where the helm?
Lacham.
Yeah, it's the Uber farm.
Yeah, let's go to the Uber farm.
See if we can call that phone number.
There might be a phone there too.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Pretty sure.
I thought it was Uber Grab for some reason. Like I seem to recall him being like, "Can we borrow the phone?" He's like, "Yeah, sure, Gabriel." Yeah.
Maybe he did do that, but
One time.
I'm still trying to process that this is like a real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Felt the same way the first time we switched from.
There it
Who
is.
should I call?
I think we did the same thing, Katie. I love
do we
it.
have a
555-4432.
Yeah.
Is it possible you need to use the notebook to write it down?
Is the bot on, by the way?
Yes.
Like, I can.
Would you like to ask it a question?
No, I just wanted to know if it was working.
Are you sure you don't want to ask it a question?
Do you want to ask it a question?
No, I'm asking if you want to ask.
I don't want to ask it a question.
Okay, Jackie.
Okay. I'm okay.
Is this like his little?
Yeah, why don't we go back to go back to Lieber,
take control
and then we'll
from
use our
Katie for a second.
notepad on the
don't
thing
need
to
to
take
notes
down
right now.
take down the number, and then we should be able to use
I
the
don't think the
number.
Ubers want me in their private bed.
Do we have to go back?
Yeah, we got to go
Yeah,
back
if
Do
to.
you need a
Take it
pen
for a
to
minute.
pair with the notebook, or is it just a suit?
I think it's just.
No, we got to combine.
Joe would like to engage with the bot.
Okay, so then we have a quote bot.
Okay.
Do you want to just do a random quote?
Yeah,
To show
Katie,
him?
if you don't mind.
Yeah, let me
I don't
just
need-
show her what it says, what he says to himself in the mirror.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, oh right, I wanted to see it.
Oh no.
Okay.
Let me see what's his hair.
So satisfied.
So pleased.
In the first game, when you
very
try to
nice.
pick yourself up, the hand, he goes, "You've already got me, you lucky dog."
Devil.
Oh, you lucky devil.
Yeah.
All right, hold on one second, Katie.
Have it.
No, I was going to say just a regular quote.
Oh. We went right in.
So, in addition to our quote bot with everybody, there's a mini game inside it called Dick or No Dick, which is it pulls one of my quotes and it determines whether it is referencing a dick or not.
Alex talks about dicks a lot.
I do. My
There's one for
actions
each
in
of us,
relation
I
to the
think.
royal family are leading to their deaths.
Well, there's one for each of us, isn't there?
So there's the Dick Jones industrial average. I'm at 13.91% dick-related quotes. Everybody's got their own Dick Jones. What's Jackie's?
Probably not 13.
Probably higher.
No, Al.
Oh, 8.7.
It's not even close.
That's my
Probably
bad.
higher. I don't talk about nearly as much as you do.
Who has the highest?
I mean, you do call Alex a dick a lot. So.
I do, but it's not the same thing.
Oh, it's gone down. His has gone down. He's had some other quotes.
Gone down.
Push it down.
Just give us a random quote.
You have to log.
Yeah.
Yes.
If I draw Hitler, I don't want it to be a problem.
Yep.
So, and then we can also have it call up specific quotes. So, like, if you want to pull a specific Jackie quote.
Right.
I don't know a specific Jackie one, so I'm just typing a number
just
in.
type in any quote. I want to load postpone. It's the perils of Rosella. But then we could also just grab one, quote random Jackie. If you showered, you get lucky more.
A stance I maintain to this day.
It's not a bad stance to take, Jackie.
So we'll do a dick or no dick. Joe?
I'm going dick.
All right.
Always dick.
Dick.
Yes.
No.
Ooh.
No dick.
Contrarian.
I mean, even though it's 13.91%, I'm also going dick.
It's more fun
When
you
it
get
hit,
dick.
when it
Yeah,
hits
When
dick,
it hits,
it's
it's
more
more fun.
fun.
It's more satisfying.
It's nice when it hits dick. Give me that T, hold the A.
It is.
No, unfortunately, due to the
you got
recent
to cut that?
rule,
Yeah, we did some rules revisions.
It was a rule revision. It used to be dick or dick adjacent. It got trimmed to just dick.
People had too many arguments over what's dick.
Yeah.
So.
I was fan of a little more adjacent.
I'm going hardline.
Alex was hardline dick. Alex was hardline.
Alex is trying to keep 13%, not
is
26.
Dick or no dick. It's
Well,
nothing
then we
else.
have one for Drew, which
Figure
is, what is it?
Oh yeah, Drew's got faux curse or no curse.
Faux curse or no curse.
And then Jackie's got ass or diaper.
Ass or
which I think
diaper.
is always fun.
And the reason why that was because Alex drew this horrendous drawing in Drawful that we all thought was
like a
baby squirrel.
Oh, yeah.
But it was actually
A wizard.
It was a baboon with a wizard hat on.
Yeah.
And everybody thought it was a diaper. And I was like, no, that's just big baboon.
and Jackie kept saying, ass or diaper! Ass or diaper! So, anyway. That was that.
That and I also tend to talk about changing diapers a lot. Well, I used to anyway.
Used to. That has significantly dropped off.
That's,
Like,
yeah.
oh, look at that. We were smart.
Yep.
The amount of times that
Look at you.
my son has used his
Soiled?
diaper outside of his sleeping has gone down quite a bit. I just needed to finish that last little bit there.
The last mile.
Yeah, we need to just get over the rest of the ramp there.
The last poop mile.
The last
Like
the last green mile.
There you go. We're back at the zoo.
Oh my god, I come in, I hear nothing but monkeys. Very similar to how it was
So,
before
are there
my
any
headset.
animals disappearing from the zoo?
Yes.
Yes.
There was
It
a
was
wolf.
there?
There was a wolf.
Wait, a
Yeah.
wolf.
That disappeared.
Oh.
So they're
And it
not
was like the only
snacking.
one because we found the prints in the beginning. I thought it was like the old closest.
You're right.
one
It was
to
bigger than a
fitting.
normal wolf paw.
Yeah, remember we had that guy who worked at the zoo who was just like completely disinterested in acting at all. Are you going to stab the wolf?
I still maintain that this actor was someone's like second cousin.
I slept really
He
poorly today.
is a real estate agent now, though.
Seriously, hurt my back.
Yeah, because this didn't work clearly.
I'm so tired that I fell
I wonder why, Jackie.
This clearly didn't go far.
Been a lot of pain.
You're still 29.
Yeah. Well, my 20s.
Just wait until you hit 30, then everything's...
No, everything else hurts already.
Suddenly your back and your knees are gone.
Yeah.
So let's go
But
back.
they're
Let's go
already
back
gone.
to the
What do you mean?
the
And then you
police
hit
station.
35 and you realize
Police
everything else
station?
is falling
Yeah.
apart at the same
Yeah.
So
time.
we want to look at his map and then get the phone number onto our notepad.
Yeah.
Then we can go back to
I'm pretty happy with the way the hints work in this game, where it just says you've got stuff to
I
do
wonder
here,
why.
rather than an actual hint.
This
I
is
love the music when he
generally
enters
how
his
I
office
sit.
every
yeah,
time.
it's a horrible way to
That'll
sit.
do it.
Germans say zit, do they?
I noticed a
That and my
big
mom,
part of
like,
my
dropped
knee issues was
low-key,
when
like
I would
a
sit
year
at
or
a
two ago.
desk.
Oh yeah, you do have
I'd be like this.
a little bit of a crooked
Oh,
spine.
yeah.
It pulls,
Something
yeah.
to report.
Yeah.
But you know, you never
And
said
I'd have like
ergonomics,
my feet like sideways
I
on
didn't
the
think it was
dirt.
an issue.
We didn't think there would be a problem.
I actually do something similar where I prefer to sit with one leg up and one leg down, and this
Figured
knee
that
is
was more
constantly
like an
getting
early,
locked.
fixed early,
And
early
it's
pro- you know?
such a bad habit to break. It's so hard.
Casually conversation.
5 days
I've been
left.
throwing my back out since I was 16.
5 days left.
What do you mean?
Yeah,
I have a
work.
crooked spine.
Oh, of work.
For him.
That you
I'm
know
done
that?
on the 21st.
Oh yeah, now that you're old enough to have your own health insurance, deal with it. You know.
Essentially, Jesus.
Actually going to Longwood Gardens on the 20th.
Look at that! Look at that!
Hopefully
sneaky
nobody
man
escapes from
sneaking
jail.
around.
It'd be nice.
And runs away
He's
into
so good
Longwood
at
Gardens.
sneaking.
That's not suspicious at all.
Yeah.
Luckily, he's got
Although
that
it's
giant jacket.
already suspicious that
The
he's
giant
looking at
jacket,
a map
yeah.
of murders.
Yeah, like he's enjoying
Quietly
himself.
in this room, just staring at
Ah,
her.
yes.
Alright,
Yeah,
yes.
murder.
We got the
Okay.
phone number. And
Max.
that would just be like,
Oh man! This
okay,
is
thanks,
such a great
bye.
one.
Oh, good. What is it?
I just wanted
Rose
to pop in and
compass?
take a look
Oh,
at this.
Oh my god!
Long time staring at
The
murder.
legend, my goodness.
Is that color coding? Oh.
Right, we should hear him marvel at his handiwork.
Katie, would you like to let me save? Should I save?
Yeah, probably. We did a thing.
We did some stuff. I'm always worried it's just gonna crash on us.
Alright.
I think my headcanon
Which
is
happened,
gonna
if you
be
recall.
that
I do. Very
every
annoying.
character in the
Like, you guys just
background
take
can
over and just
see
blitz through it.
him looking at things and saying out
Okay, go
loud
somewhere, and then I can
each
save
of
it.
those quotes.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm just watching as it
And they're
happens.
just like, oh, well, he's a crazy person. Got it.
Katie, go somewhere and then I'll do it. It won't let me save while we're
Well,
in
let's
that.
remember that English is not their first language, so there might
That's
be a
true.
little
He's
bit
just
of
speaking
confusion there.
gobbledygook.
Exactly.
I thought Germans were pretty decent with.
Not
They
these
actually
Germans.
are.
They
actually
these,
are.
Yeah, these,
Not these
these people are not really German.
Well, yes.
True.
All the actors are not German.
If you
so-
go to Germany, you can do
I
almost
feel like
anything.
that's
Well, that's right,
a
Katie.
lot of
So,
Germans.
If you
Sorry.
try to speak German to German people and they know that you aren't a native German speaker, they will start speaking English to you.
It's true.
As much as you ask them, can you please speak German with me so that I can practice my German, they'll say, fine.
It's better
You can
than
take it.
France, where they will actively pretend not to know English.
Well,
Yep.
Don't want to deal with
That's just icky.
Ah, the French.
Ghostbusters. Are we rehashing
Can you, like,
Katie
open-
and
What's the
Jackie
top left?
joke from earlier?
Ah,
Yes.
they have a specific page with the.
Did we save?
Yes.
I'm a saving fiend.
Don't worry, so am I. Alex, not so
Not so
much.
much.
Alex is also a
How
skip every
many
line of
hours
dialogue
of
person.
playtime have you lost because of that?
Because of Alex?
Yeah.
There's a good amount we lost.
Not as
you
many
know-
as you'd think.
No, mainly because I yell at Alex to save.
Something like 10, maybe.
10 hours lost?
Over the past 5 years.
Maybe. One of my favorites is the G2 incident.
I was just
Oh, yeah.
calling the people
That's
at
the
When-
girl you were talking about earlier?
Facebook to notify them.
No.
Have you heard that Herr Großberg has...
Yes, I know about his death.
Yes, I'm sorry. Would you mind giving me your name again so I can check you off the list?
Knight.
Ella Hoffman... I'm not finding you.
Could you check under Vaughn? It's Vaughn Knight.
Oh, so... Yes, von Eigner, von Frank, von Stein... You're not under Vaughn either.
Von Stein.
Excuse me, did you say Von Agner?
Yes?
Do you know Von Agner?
I don't know him. I don't know most of Großberg's business contacts.
Grossberg knew him.
If this is about money, you're out of luck. All the accounts are locked until someone comes in and takes over. Besides, there's nothing in them anyway.
Really? Well, could you just look up an account balance for me?
I can't. The address book is all I have. The police have taken Herr Großberg's ledgers.
Oh, well, thank you.
That was
Bye.
this office.
I don't think so.
No?
I think now we can probably go back to the hunting club. Because I think Von Agnew is one of the people in the hunting club.
Might be there now.
So now we could go back there and be like, hey, what the fuck?
Oh,
Spiro,
that's so
I
good.
think.
In the basement?
Spiro Agnew.
I love that.
That a deep Spiro Agnew cut.
Not too deep. But
Okay,
sure.
but Spiro Agnew's existence is deep enough at this point.
I'm glad you remembered the keys, Katie.
How could you forget the, I don't know, 10 times conservatively that Katie clicked on the car without the keys, and he's like, what do I do with the car?
I don't like I have keys in my pocket.
It should have made you do it the first time, and then after that, just been like, all right, I take the keys out of my pocket.
Right? Like, okay, yes, this is how I use a vehicle.
Kind of like how you combine the pen and notebook.
Yes,
exactly.
Precisely.
Like put a pen in an apple.
And to make an apple pen?
Apple pen?
And then a pen in
Pen,
an
pineapple.
I think that was the Newton. It had a pen stylus with it.
The Newton?
It was ahead of its time. It failed.
I've got a pen.
Apple pen.
pen.
Remember I showed you that?
Yes, you did.
You did.
pineapple pen.
Kids liked it.
No kidding.
Yeah, what 4-year-old's not gonna like that?
Your kids. Something else.
They are. Katie and Joe, as you guys should have seen the swarm that Katie walked into with my children. They immediately popped up and went, "It's Katie!" And then sat on top of her with 2 different tablets showing her video.
At the same time. I think I did a great job.
You did a fantastic job.
Yes.
We also did a good job of letting you take that heat and just
now I just get
enjoying 30 minutes of peace.
I thought you guys could do it. No, I swear though, the one tablet was like 3 inches in front of my face for an extended period of time while trying to acknowledge everything that Miles is doing. And I feel like the more I acknowledged Miles, the closer the tablet got to my
you were like,
face.
hey, stop talking to that little bastard and look at Gravity Falls.
That is significantly more Gravity Falls than I've ever seen in my life.
Well, it was right up in there, you know?
It was very hard to not watch.
That was the point, I think.
Miles took the prompts though well. I think he was bored that I was letting him win so well, so he just started playing for both of us.
Can you come to this side of the club?
Yeah, I think we can go. There's like a bar or something that we can go to.
There's nothing on this side?
Can we hang up a hat?
Yeah, there's the bar.
I thought that there was like a bigger sub chamber.
There is. There's a
wrong?
there's
can't
a
go down
basement,
there.
but we can't go down there right now.
I don't think I should get too comfy around here.
Okay,
you
but
get
I'll go.
comfy in that.
But I'll sit in a chair.
Oh. Have we seen that before? Is that new?
We haven't been here.
I thought we shouldn't get comfy, Sir Knight.
I'm on the couch. The upright chair's okay.
It's Hair Night.
Von.
Hair Von Knight.
I would love the front first, dude.
It's in German.
It's in Germany. Yes, you're in Germany.
You know what? I forgot about that. I remember that now.
It's in German.
Can you come towards us, Katie? Well, you can. Can you walk that way? Because I think you walked from the other side. Oh no, it's the same
Can you
room.
touch the chandelier? The
The antlers is what gives you the
antler.
You gotta love it.
Gotta love it.
Love 'em.
So we have not seen anybody else. Is there anyone in this?
Yeah, we
place
have
right
seen people in the club, except for asshole doorman.
Wasn't there like a whole like ritual thing?
You standing up, Katie?
The only thing I could think of now to do
perfect timing.
is to write a letter to Grace.
Is there? Oh, that is
Yeah,
surprising.
you can try writing a letter to Grace, Katie,
Oh, did
or
you
and
wanna
return to
play?
Von Glauber
No,
too.
no,
I don't
no.
know if it's time for that
This
yet.
is
but-
a Katie game.
It's a lot of cases.
What do you think is Katie's game?
There's a reason we've been playing this game for you.
Yeah. Okay.
We've been gone for that long.
Every time Katie comes back.
It started in January 2020.
I'm gonna start clicking, guys. Get ready. That's the
Oh,
day.
God.
That's
Yeah.
an exit.
Come on and exit, Katie.
Which
Only
exit?
Katie's are allowed to play this game.
Oops, all Katie.
Oops, all Katie's.
Oh, can we talk to him and be like?
No, we've
Now remember you pumped the well?
We've pumped out his
we came from here.
Go,
Right?
yeah, go out to the right.
Yeah.
Yes,
Isn't
yeah.
it a nice mouse?
How do we get?
Trash can.
Even their trash cans are clean in this city.
That's not a clean.
Relatively.
Cleaner than what's
It's
in
all
New
relative.
Orleans.
Yeah.
All right, so come towards the screen to exit.
Hello.
I'd give it a shot, but I don't speak the language.
Haven't we established that literally everyone else is?
No, not everybody.
At the start of the game, everybody started speaking to you in
It's a
German
post
and then
office.
switched to English.
Thank you.
What should I mail?
Yeah.
You don't have anything yet.
Let's go write our letter to Grace.
Oh wait, no.
What
he's
should
not
I
opposed.
mail?
Oh, is it in here?
You don't have anything
No.
yet.
So we have to leave. We have to go home to our typewriter and then type out a letter to Grace and then come back.
How do I get
Down. Go down.
And then left.
Like those backpackers, yeah.
Did you see those pants?
Oh my god,
They're
he's a
90s
good
pants.
catch.
You might be able to just walk down into the tunnel there, as opposed to walking across the
tunnel?
screen.
Down?
Yeah.
Those are some serious japers there.
Ah, yes, donuts.
It's good donuts.
Gotta find my second stomach now.
And then home is.
So we need to go
It's
to.
already there. Believe Jackie.
I know it's there. I just gotta find it.
Hoops, how do we get back to Schloss Ritter?
You don't.
Okay, so it's got to be at Hoover Farm that we do the
Yes.
letter.
Where is?
Yeah, there's like
Lock
there's
him.
paper on the table that we write a letter.
Oh, I found out how to speed it up.
You can do that. Oh, I obliterated that thing.
That's what I was like, wait.
Oh, my bad.
Really?
Nope.
You should see how he opens letters.
Is it infuriating?
Is this the same way Alex does?
No, that's what I mean. Like, that's
Oh,
how
I
he
thought you meant
opens
Gabriel.
letters.
No, yeah.
No, I don't forget about him. When Alex opens letters, he never
Right,
goes
well,
from the
he
top. He
is-
rips the
right.
side open.
Oh, I mean,
Oh,
you see
hi,
that in like every TV show.
No. He's not doing it on purpose.
Yeah.
It's because he can't figure out how to open up the flap.
Oh.
Do you like butt switches?
Do the rip, yeah.
Are you a
It's
butt
easy.
switch girl?
One fell swoop.
One shot, one
Oh,
kill.
that's a lot of licking.
That's a paper cut on your tongue waiting to happen.
That's a lot more tongue than we thought we'd see.
One
I
time
don't
I,
know,
had
have
to
you seen
send out
Gabriel
a
Knight?
newsletter to a bunch of clients. I sat there licking all the envelopes, and 20 minutes later, my boss walks past and is like, "Oh, I forgot to give you the letter
water?
wetter."
My mom, for years, my mom
At least
used
it
to do
wasn't cheap.
hand billing, and she had a company. So we'd print out all the bills, and then we'd have to stuff them in the envelopes
like
one at
there's
a
been another
time, and then
wolf
send it
born.
out at the end of the
This one
year.
occurred last
And
night
I was
in
one of the
downtown
people that would
New
always
York.
help every single year. I had to be one of the people, when you're youngest, you're the one that gets to lick the envelopes. So that was me. I got so many paper cuts on my tongue. Eventually, my mom was like, "Oh, well, let's just try this," and she started like taking those little squeegee things,
Looks
and, like
like there's
sticking it
been
down.
another
She's like,
wolf
"Oh,
killing.
that's better." I was like,
This one occurred
"We
last
could have been
night
doing
in
this the
downtown
whole
New York.
time."
Or even just a sponge, man.
Anything. It doesn't have to be saliva.
Yeah, there'd be
There's
like
no
too many of those
special
invitations.
ingredient in spit.
And my job,
just-
we do a wax
Killer
seal.
wolf.
I see. I would have
know?
preferred that because
Yeah.
at least
Alex.
that's not as gross.
Yeah, we have like a wax
Ranges from
gun.
the
Yeah.
most
Just wax it
expensive
and then-
to
Yeah,
the
and
least
stick it down.
expensive.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
That would at least be exciting too.
Yeah. Her grandfather says, "Yeah, nobody else did this, but I really wanted to do it."
I would. Are you kidding? That's cool as shit.
So we have like the corporate logo.
You can just use the key directly
That's
here.
awesome.
Oh, you're
You can
taking
get
one.
those on Etsy now. You can get like little wax seals
Oh.
that are custom made.
Have you
But
gone
I'm not
with
gonna
the ladder?
lie. There's
No,
just
you
something
can't.
about having like a professional
That's
like
sick.
pull down wax. It's just.
I don't know why they would
it's
have a ladder
nice.
there. And then you can't climb.
That is something that has been driving me nuts about Baldur's Gate 3.
When
Like,
you
I
not
know
get
it makes
one.
the design better, that there's stuff that is
Sorry,
not
Joss.
there for intention, but I explore every corner, and I get mad when I go out of my way
Oh
to
my
check
God.
a corner, and then there's nothing there.
Can I tell? I don't know if Mike told you this.
Oh, because you guys
so-
are in a campaign together, right?
Yes. I have replayed the beginning of this game a million times.
Oh, like Fort Joy.
Yes.
Yeah.
I have played once the beginning with Mike, and he instantly shows me all the things that I never saw in my millions of playthroughs that Katie found.
I find weird
Like,
things because
so there was like 3 chests that I've been missing every time, and I was like, "Oh my god!"
It's
That's a
me.
good-
I
I'm
didn't even
clicking.
know the perspective shift like this. Yeah.
You're not gonna take her
That,
billet. It's not
again,
happening.
very excited to start playing that with you.
Yeah.
It's
I
okay.
will play it with you guys because I only have Act 1.
I
So.
mean, that's fine.
You've still only done Act 1?
Yeah.
That's
No,
because
we're not
played
going to
in a
make
long
you play
time.
Act 1 again.
That's
For
also
the
partially
billions.
my fault. Mike
Or
refuses
Joy.
to go past our game with other campaigns,
Oh, yeah.
but I click everything. We got over 40 hours in Act 1.
Oh yeah, I mean
So
even
go
if
to
I
the
solo,
post office?
like I
Yeah.
play solo, but I restart all the time.
Uh,
Mainly because
It's
I like
classic
trying new builds.
Classic Joe syndrome.
Mm,
Rather
well,
than,
I have
rather
ADHD,
than making
so.
a new build,
What
what you can
class
do,
are
you can just respec.
Yeah.
Well,
Go
it's
to
not
the
that
mirror.
easy.
Oh, it's expensive though,
It's
right?
expensive, yeah. It's
But if you're
it's
like
100
me
gold
and
per.
you pick up everything,
But can't you
and
just
sell it.
pickpocket the guy that you
no,
gave money to?
no, no, you
No?
cannot.
Darn.
Yeah, you cannot do that. There's no infinite Drudene money.
Oh, you can't
Play
make the
Bart.
tea?
Huh?
Play Bart, and then you have almost infinite money.
Did
That's taken care of.
You get an inherent like
Now go back to the
25%
club.
discount on like. I get mad discounts, and if you just give some stuff away at the beginning, you
Uh-huh.
basically get half off of everything. And you could sell shit for more. Mike makes fun of me because I grab everything and sell everything.
Yeah.
But as long as it's got first off, I got Carlac, so it's like I have a whole
carries
separate
everything.
like backpack.
Yeah. It's Lydia.
She just wanted to carry your burdens.
But no, if you play first off,
She's
it's
the
just fun to play Bard.
encyclopedia.
There's so many like interesting
the-
dialogue options with the Bard,
Yeah.
which I'm sure he's mentioned.
Video Lydia, the
But, like,
encyclopedia.
Yeah.
It's
I did
fun,
show him one.
and you
I was
can make
trying to
fun
do
of
an
people.
encyclopedia. Hey, it's
encounter,
a German guy.
It's the
What's her
German
name?
guy. Wow. You narrowed it down, Alex.
You narrowed it down to this German town.
The Tiefling Bard, the first camp.
Yes, because you want to get the hat.
Yes.
You have fries?
Hat. She has a hat?
You didn't get the hat?
No.
There's
but
a special Bard hat that allows you to heal every time you cast Bardic Inspiration from the Tiefling lady. From the
Didn't
Tiefling
know
Bard.
that.
You should get the hat. It's
What
an
I-
important hat.
What I have been doing
What is he doing?
is there's an option
Sweating.
where I get like a whole music video of her song that she performs,
Yeah.
and I'm like, I do that every time.
Yeah. I wonder if you have to be a Bard, because that's the
Oh, that
interaction
might
that you
be.
get,
Yeah.
the hat. I wonder if you have to be a Bard to get the hat.
What?
Because I got the heads up from my dad.
He's giving you
to
the-
make sure I get
I was
the
gonna say,
eyes.
you want to
Does
talk
he
about
play
some
the-
bedroom eyes. Those are.
Yeah, have you seen how
Family's
badly
so
this
cool.
guy wants to bang you, Katie?
Oh my god!
Everyone does, apparently.
Did you
What
put
is this
God.
meaningful music?
Ow.
Like it's just swelling.
I gotta say, I really like the music in the
So
first one.
I'm sorry.
It doesn't do it for me in the second one.
So we sent a letter out
Dick
to
or no
Grace.
dick?
Yeah. And then woke up the next morning.
No, it's not the next morning. We sent the letter to Grace, and that was enough to trigger this guy being
Here, Al, can you take this into the kitchen when you're?
I thought Germans only drank beer.
Imagine saying that to a German that you don't know very well.
I'm gonna eat the rest of this.
Like we
That's
said,
fine,
Joe,
it's
there's
for
a lot
you.
of event-driven stuff in this that we're not. It's just like,
Yeah.
hey.
Come closer.
Yes.
Even
Yes.
Yes.
Tell me about yourself. Okay, I was about to say in almost the exact same accent.
Oh my god.
The Great Cell is expanding again.
Yeah.
Is he straight? Not him.
No.
Is
I don't know.
anybody
Gabriel?
saying this? I doubt it.
Gabriel
Gabriel
Knight
will fuck
in the
anything that
story or
moves.
the actor?
In the story.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah,
I enjoy my leisure time.
clearly.
All he has to do is be a little flexible, and this story could go a very different way.
Oh, just wait. Just wait.
Oh no.
Probably a dumb question, but
His mouth always goes
what
up.
do you do?
I know.
And I are too, and it's always the same side.
You like women?
Hey.
I've been known to.
Oh.
I adore them. You might call it an obsession. It's a stalk, it's a dance, it's a bait, it's a hook.
Oh, that's 2 rings.
What do you do once you've hooked him?
Many wives.
Oh, you know. Pleasure it yourself.
Oh, you know.
Or have I misled you?
You know, it's wild, but he's the best acting we've seen in a while.
Yeah, you can actually. He has an emotion.
Even if that emotion's just lost.
I mean, it's gross, but it is an emotion.
Love,
Think of the
emotion.
philosophy.
It works, doesn't it?
Does it?
We're all animals, but I deny it.
Werewolf.
So you don't believe in suppressing anything?
Why would I want to suppress my urges? If you
Werewolf.
want something, it must be natural.
Well, what if you get the natural urge to rip someone's throat out?
Well, fortunately, my instincts run to pleasure. Of the equally sticky but less fatal kind.
Did she bite you?
No, it's claws.
Oh, sorry. I'll cut her nails later.
And how does it do that exactly?
In the wild, when a member of society does not conform, he is hunted down and executed. End of mutant instinct. And its genetic bloodline.
Oh yeah, they are.
Yeah, yeah.
Really good.
They're the best.
Yeah, why would you ever get a combination donut thing
I know.
when you could just get all
That's
of
what
the crumb
Alex
donuts?
and I said that for years.
We were
Well,
getting
I-
the combo ones, and they were sitting there with the fucking dry ones and the chocolate ones. I was like, what are we doing with
I
this?
used to I got the combo because the kids used to be like, I want chocolate, blah blah blah.
Well, the kids are wrong, unfortunately.
And then, well, it doesn't matter because at some point they had one of these each, and they were like, I like these. I was like, oh good, so I can stop getting the one that we don't want.
Is there no one left on it?
Yours, Jaws.
All yours, Jones.
Yay!
Anybody want a root beer?
I'm good for
I
now.
actually could use another one,
He's a bastard to everyone these days.
but I could really go for the ice pack.
You said you do want one? Jack?
Yeah, I would like another root beer, but I also like the ice pack. Please.
Oh, he's always been an arrogant bastard, competitive, ambitious.
The big ice.
Still, aren't they all? No, he was decent enough at one time. In fact, he was one Glora's favorite.
Apparently has a hole in it.
As a friend.
Oh, the peas.
Things change.
Yes. The peas.
Thank you.
Good pack.
Oh.
Who are they talking about? Grossman?
What about the other club members?
Guy.
I don't know. I can't hear.
Guy that you've got a bromance happening with.
Von Glauer.
Yeah.
Wait, we're getting scored?
Mm-hmm.
His days as a
Yeah, we're trying to join the club.
My friends at the courthouse tell me that he has been marked for
And so she means the score in the top right.
Oh, yes.
one less politician to worry about, huh?
He has
He looks
like
like
one
he's trying
red.
not to shit.
He
He does.
Von Zell begin to
looks
change.
like he's trying to look like knows what people are talking about, but
Oh,
he
he
has
is.
no idea what's going on.
That's exactly what's happening.
I'm willing to bet that he read all of his lines the minute before he got on the set.
That was the last time I remember
Oh, and that's kind of me. I think he read his
having
line.
a good time.
I'm willing to bet it had to be like right before they filmed.
Difficult.
I don't think that this was him memorizing anything.
Okay, just sit in this chair.
Hmm.
I could lean forward.
Seems like you've pretty much written Von Zell off yourself. Any particular reason?
Look, it's one thing when he insults the rest of us, but when he insults the Baron, no. I heard him arguing once. When Glover told Von Zell he did acted stupidly about something or the other, Von Zell was furious.
What'd he say?
He told the Baron that he was weak. Bastard. I don't know why the Baron didn't get away with it. I mean, I would have said something at the time, but, well, it was a private conversation.
That happened in your earshot?
When was this?
I don't know. 5, 6 weeks ago?
They always hold just a little too long on every single video.
Are you saying he loaned you money?
He's always willing to help out his good friends.
Why would anyone in this club need money?
Everything's suggestive.
Y'all were models
I was
of
gonna
success.
say that was such a hint to like leading to a circle jerk.
Fortunately, I took less
That's
advantage of Von Zell's hospitality than some.
I like how that chair looks like it's fed up with bull.
Or an upside down chicken.
You almost got the spit take out of Joe. That was real close.
Yes.
Yes.
Really, where?
Oh, I don't know.
Behind you.
Just sounds familiar.
That's not helpful.
Will you tell me if you remember?
What do you want for it?
Me, Gabriel Knight.
Oh, you want me, Gabriel Knight?
The reinforcements have arrived. Now you'll have someone new to probe, Herr Knight.
Gross.
My brilliant man, good cheer to you both.
Well,
you
Guten Abend, mein Herr. Good evening.
Can you imagine these guys getting a bit in tune with their inner beast? Like.
It's exactly the kind of people that I would expect to go on a retreat, a men's retreat, where you stand out in the woods naked and like yell. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Have you been on one of those before?
No, but we watched that video. You remember the one?
Oh, I know which one
I
you're
don't.
talking about.
Oh, the
Now I
Channel
remember.
5 video?
Oh, I do remember.
Yeah.
You're right.
Fuck you!
How are you all this evening?
Ezekiel!
Hey.
Speaking of giant jackets.
I'm glad you could join us.
The 90s.
That was very dramatic.
Enjoy your evening, Herr Knight.
Thanks.
Just a
Are they all
pleasure's
coming
gonna
in
die.
from the outside?
Yes. Yeah, they were all just in a big cuddle
Why is
puddle
he
in the
riding
other room.
boots?
It's like, oh, hey.
It's distinguished.
Alex, you need to get the same
He rode his horse here.
semi-robe that the Baron is
Oh,
wearing.
yeah. It's like half velour.
I rose here in my Mustang. Oh, it must have been a nice car. No, my Mustang, the horse. Genetically modified.
What?
We might want to save soon, too. I like these two.
Ja, so, good evening, Herr Knight.
Henneman? Von Agner?
You care to join us?
Sure.
Ah,
Thanks.
On Agnew.
it's the guy who knew.
He Agnew.
Al.
I heard, man.
Just go straight into. Have you heard about the wolf killer?
Club members today, but I haven't had a chance to speak with you yet, Herr Von Agner.
How tragic. No one in this club talks better than I do.
True, very true.
Perhaps tomorrow?
I'd be delighted.
Why not right now?
Right?
I haven't had a chance to get to know you yet, Herr Henneman.
Well, I'm already beyond serious conversation tonight, I'm afraid.
Jesus.
Tomorrow's fine.
Why did they cut back to him?
Again,
They always
and
do.
then too
It
long.
was
They
easily another
always
6
do.
seconds of unnecessary silence.
Population killing last night?
This game takes place on 6 discs. So,
It could have cut down to 4, is what you're saying.
Time got away from me. Do you have any details?
A few. The victim was a man named Grossberg. He ran a furrier business in town.
Horrible. You know, this zoo wolf.
I wonder if he got murdered because
The mayor has been spoken to, and quite seriously.
like,
Because he was a furrier?
The minister is concerned.
That's what they said,
Did
right?
you know
Yeah.
Grossberg,
Yeah.
Herr Von Agner?
Me? Grossberg? Why no, no. Why do you ask?
I just thought you're both in the animal processing business.
Munich is a big city, Herr Knight.
So it is. Ah, well, I was just curious.
I'm so slow.
the hole wasn't quite as long there.
Tomorrow's little excursion. Will you be joining us?
Our monthly hunting trip.
Standing in a circle, naked.
Really? Where?
Our lodge is at Eppenberg. It's in the Bavarian National Forest. We leave tomorrow afternoon.
Well, gosh, you know that sounds great, but I need to have my gun cleaned and.
Oh, there are plenty of guns at the lodge.
Yeah, Von Eigner, perhaps the Baron did not mean for Herr Knight to join us quite so soon.
Oh, hell, why not? Baron?
Von Eigner?
Our hunting trip tomorrow. Will our new American friend be going with us?
Tonight? Well, I don't see why he could.
Not. He's not a club member. He's probably not even registered with the license office.
Nonsense, Gar. The sooner we get to see his technique, the better. We'll just slip him in, and he can register properly when we get back.
But that's not legal.
Since when do you care about legalities? It's only a hunting license?
I agree. I would enjoy Gabriel's presence very much.
Gabriel.
Gabriel.
Enough said.
I like how he says like a girl's name. Gabriel.
He wants, shouldn't he?
I like that before that scene happened, you could see him in the corner just sitting there waiting for his line.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Just pounces.
I'm gonna talk to him next.
Oh, yeah. Ooh, you seem feisty.
Yo, what's your problem?
You're being hostile about my own presence. Let me go on up.
We should save.
Left side, Katie.
Click on the
The
screen.
Just hit save.
I wonder
First
how
one.
easy it would be to make a game like this.
And then hit save at the top.
I had the same thought. I was like, you could probably do like VTuber. Basically do this.
Oh, you mean? Do you want to like with the structure and the puzzles and the story, or specifically with like the FMV?
Well, they've been coming back with FMVs. There's been a few.
They have been.
I don't like it personally. I'm not a huge
waiting for this guy to
We've had some good ones,
There've
Jack.
been good ones.
Well,
The
one that I
Last
liked
Express
the
was
most
really
was one that
good.
they rotoscoped. The train.
Oh, Last Express? I wouldn't call that FMV, but
No, what, I mean, they said that they basically filmed it, but they just rotoscoped over
yeah,
it,
everything.
which looked amazing.
Yeah. I
That's
just
like-
wish there were more frames.
Yeah.
The what's that YouTuber?
What are you two kids
The-
talking
Haver?
about?
Joel Haver.
Is that the
The
Adventure Awaits man?
Adventure Awaits.
Yes, Joel Haver. Yeah.
That's exactly right.
I
Yeah,
love those
so that
movies.
technique you could effectively go back to things like The Last
Get
Express
chased
to see
away.
where those style.
I
originated
accidentally
from.
clicked. I didn't mean to.
Yeah, I know. Okay.
Basically just told me to F off. I said I was waiting for it, but I skipped it.
Yes, Herr Knight?
I'll be there Friday afternoon.
I'm in tomorrow because I drove all the way
Your
over State
sheet
Park.
says that you're out of office on Thursday.
I drove in to Liberty State Park on Tuesday, got out of my car, went to my back seat, and my computer was not there. And then I closed the car door and drove all the way home and worked from home on Tuesday.
I'm just
So,
kidding.
so I'm going in tomorrow.
I'm afraid our discussion is private, Mr. Knight.
I'll be in Friday. 'Cause
I
can't.
don't know now.
Okay.
We're
I'm in on
planning
Friday.
Can't wait.
Open invite to hang out in Jersey City Friday.
Woo!
Woo.
I'm coming back for more.
That was a weak move,
More boo than woo.
I know you told me to
work
get
late
out,
Friday,
but
so
hey!
I'll get that extra time.
Sure you don't want to save first?
I'm
We saved
encouraging
right
you to
before
work
I
that
saw
much
it.
later.
It was fine.
I still have to be back in time for.
I want to see how much I can piss
coming
these
over
two
tomorrow.
off. Like within the confines of the story.
That's a very Alex.
Just wanted to
thing.
grab a German magazine.
You're right.
I'll be in the office Monday,
Grab a
Tuesday.
magazine.
Well, Tuesday is in the air.
Grab one.
I may be in
Grab one.
Or not Wednesday.
Monday, Tuesday,
He
Wednesday.
grabbed the
Well,
Duty magazine.
I will fly back home.
I was gonna make that joke earlier, but then he said the dumb.
I think he's the
it's
best
in German line.
The right size for the
Actor?
German speaker.
Oh, yeah, you can hear he's actually saying.
Well, not even that, but
Just wait until I have something.
Germans have a
Let's
habit of
hang.
like
I
over
remember
manipulating
how
their
everybody
lips when they speak.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Unlike the other day. Where are you? Never came into the
I was just so
office.
excited I didn't need to come in that I forgot that we had plans.
I got stood up.
Join me a moment, Gabriel. Price and I are almost.
I gotta put it in my calendar.
Okay.
No worries. I got really good empanadas that day.
My corner.
Right?
Empanadas.
Holy my
Dad,
hand.
Dad yelled at me.
I'll have to scope
I
out
didn't
and
mean to
see
get in
if
the
that
middle of
dim
his
sum
meeting.
place-
Sorry, Dad.
There's a dim sum place coming
It is
next
a hoot
to
as
the
to
pizza
them.
place. Right,
I'm
Alex?
kinda running out
I think
of
so,
reasons.
yeah.
I think I talk about it every time we
I've
walk past
already
Wait, the
it.
one, the place near Cava? What
Yeah,
pizza
right?
place?
The
It is a hoot as to them.
Is it near
I'm
Cabo?
kind of running out of reasons.
It's the
Oh,
Ooh.
you mean the one near
You okay?
Washington.
Oh, no, I'm fine.
Just the right
Yeah.
size for
Yes.
a big
Okay.
bad
Yes,
wolf.
yes.
It's
Right
one of the things
I
so to keep
remember.
it steady.
Yeah,
I didn't want it to
yeah.
snap and punch her.
Oh, no,
I
it's
didn't
fine.
hurt her.
Said,
I
"I'm
have it
assuming
specifically
so,
around my
happy
legs, so it stays there.
I
Yeah, no,
just
I
said
remember
they were
because
using
we
it too.
thought the pizza place was
So
was
you
gone,
actually
and it
supposed to
turned out
just
it was
stand there
next
and
door.
wait?
It's like,
No.
Wait a minute. Where is this?
I have a magazine
It
now.
looks-
Just
Speaking
feed
of,
it.
those soup dumplings were banging.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They
I like
changed
that.
names. They added woos in front of it now.
You guys get Shanghai dumpling?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, what?
Well, I don't know what
Yes.
it was. I just handed some soup.
Okay.
Which, let me know how much I owe you guys for the soup.
That's
Don't
on
worry
you.
about
That's on you, Hoop.
Don't worry about
The Zuba de dumpling.
I hear there's a good place in Edison called Tasty Mo.
I still want to go to
it. I've been
Kura
there. It's
Sushi,
okay. I've never been a big
but
fan.
I've never been. Or Korean barbecue. I've been telling Jaren he's got to take me to Korean barbecue
can't
for like
read
a
it,
year
it's
and a
in
half.
German.
Wait, you've never been to Korean barbecue?
I have been,
I
just not
can't read.
recently, and
Oh.
I'm too
Flavor?
chicken to go by myself because I'm very bad at cooking meat. I'm just not
do you,
good at
do you
cooking
leave
meat.
it on too long or not long enough? Like what?
I think probably too
Food
long.
poisoning or inedible is the question.
Usually on the end. But sometimes.
Can you talk to the ones at the bar again,
The
Kate?
food poisoning side.
Yeah.
Oh no.
I've already
Yeah.
bonded with those
Did you
two.
click on the Baron too,
It
specifically?
depends. It's because I
They're
don't
busy.
Yeah.
They're
eat my
busy.
meat.
Well, it seems like
I
Dick
thought,
or no
I
dick.
thought about trying to
Kinda
rephrase
ran
it,
out
but
of
it
Yeah.
really is the.
You flatten it out, yeah.
I don't do that. That's
Yeah.
Wait, but you don't have to for Korean barbecue.
for chicken.
The meat's so thin as is. And
Not
wait,
for Korean barbecue.
hold on,
I
let me
just
get-
switched topics.
let me. I was gonna say, like, let me get this straight because I was like, you go to Korean barbecue and then you eat chicken. It's galbi. Oh, the galbi.
I did go
It's all
to
about the
Korean barbecue recently, but my friend is just.
Sending
They
a
made
picture
the
to the
decisions.
chat of us at this party.
It was like meat something. Meat up.
We can go to Cape Town on Monday.
We could.
We can go to Cape
I
Town.
gotta show you Cape Town.
I just made that right now.
Oh, you made that?
Yeah.
That's pretty good, Alex.
Just right
Cape Town.
What's Cape Town?
It's literally called K-Town, and it's in Cape. And it's really cool. It's
I'm
like an
Gabriel
underground bar sex food place.
Alex at the club.
Got
Or I'm
some
sorry,
slime.
Gabriel Knight at the club.
It's Gabriel Knight trying to talk to people at the hunting
You probably
club.
have- does it have like cool art all over the walls?
It's been a while.
Like a pattern.
Got a bar in the very back, right?
Is that our German
It's like-
magazine?
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, if we go Monday, we can
Just have
take
to
a
go
look.
find something to talk
Alex, you want to go to the city Monday?
Monday.
Oh, he can't join you Monday. What are you talking about?
Monday.
I don't think I can say yes because we've got adventure games on.
Oh.
You can give him permission. We do it at my house. No, and then Tuesday's Pokemon.
Not next week.
Oh, you're right. Not next week. I can do Tuesday. I can do Tuesday.
Next Tuesday, you. Oh no, not next Tuesday.
You guys still haven't visited Pokemon League. Philly Pokemon.
And I don't intend to. I am sorry.
But if you need more things from me, I'm there.
I am
When I was at the club.
purposefully choosing. Are we recording?
Yes.
Yeah, this is also recorded.
Okay, screw it. You know what? If they've, there's no way they.
There's no way they
If
are
did,
currently seeing or will ever see this.
Yeah. I am actively not participating. I warned them to prep it ahead of time. And they didn't do that. The stream is next week. They don't even have a full schedule.
Oh.
And a lot of people are taking the same approach as me right now. We're very
Hands off, yeah.
You know what? You've been warning you since last January. And every month, someone's like, "Let's get this going," and then the person that's supposed to organize it.
Let it fall apart then.
Yeah, exactly.
Let the dream
Fire apart then.
Whoop. Hands off.
I was gonna say I would have been more than happy to provide more paintings, but not in a week. I can't do that in a week.
I still eventually need to commission you
Do
for
you have any items?
a kawaii drummer. But
Okay.
I haven't hung up any.
I think you can scroll down too.
Yeah.
Buy more.
It's fair.
Ugh. Once I move, I feel it's like I'm staying at a friend's house.
You don't feel comfortable putting things on the wall there?
Well, I mean, it's no different than when we were in our apartments.
You
Like,
don't
we
want
were
that
always afraid to like put
Have you
holes
seen
in the
it now?
wall.
Jackie,
Oh
do
no,
you
it's a
still do
different house.
paint and
This
sips?
is Alex.
I actually. Fun fact about that. That's like my job now. I have that as a job.
This is one that you guys like.
The company
like,
that
have to go
I
in
work
and,
for a
like,
company
clean
that
out,
does
right,
like
before
corporate
that.
paint and sips as long as like and other stuff.
Just one
So yeah, I have one on Friday, I have one on Saturday, one on Sunday, and then in 2 weeks I have another one.
Do you remember this puzzle?
But why? Did you want to do it for your company?
Yeah, well, I figured there'd be something that Mary told me.
Literally, it's packed.
Yeah, so
You've got everything
I'm
you need.
actually trying. So it's fun fact we brought this up. I'm actually trying to get the studio
The magazine
to
is
do
important.
like a mocktail night for adults. I desperately want to do one. We didn't have enough like people signing up for the first time.
Look
that
at
we
the
put it
rest
out
of your
there.
inventory.
Now I have a non-competitive clause with Honeybee, which is who I work for.
Slip something in.
So I have to talk to my boss
it's a
because I
lot
still
better
want to do it, and I don't think they're gonna find
But
out.
what could
that
you
I
slip in the
provide
magazine?
So I'm
Why
just,
would you
I'm not
want
gonna
to put
call
the
it a
magazine?
paint sip. I'm basically gonna be like, it's like an adult instructional.
Put the cuckoo clock in.
Okay.
So I just gotta like reword it, and then we're good to go.
And it is
Gotcha.
kind of important.
But yeah,
because
she's
you've got
like,
a
so
cat
while I'm
and
working
It's
for
not on this
Honeybee,
page.
I can't work for another
In the
paint
same
sip
house.
company.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
yeah.
can't.
Sounds
and
familiar, right, Katie?
if I were to stop working for them within 3
Who's
years,
the
I can't open my own
allergen?
paint and sip company. I have to wait 3 years for that. I mean, I wouldn't anyway.
Yeah.
It's like that seems like such a pain in the ass.
No regrets.
I had a totally different idea that I want to do at
Lovely-
some point
lovely
where
cats, but
I want to rent out
Katie's like, yeah, I want
like a
cats,
good
okay,
space of
I don't
like
remember this at all.
And then-
retail
Clearly
space
that-
and then
well,
turn it
clearly
into
that
like
dude
an
does not
artist
wanna talk to
studio
you.
for
How we
people to
got
rent
dark,
space
right?
in.
Uh-huh.
Because I mean,
Yes,
like
but don't remember.
people like me,
Oh,
like, this is
I
so
remember
small.
now.
I have nowhere to
Three
put my
kittens
stuff,
under
or
the
I can't
dumpster
even like
and
get
caught
my.
them.
I'm
And
constantly
then
being
told Katie
bombarded.
about it, and
But
Katie
if you
was
have like
like,
students in New
I'll take one of
Brunswick
the cats.
or like other local
Yeah,
artists
we took one.
who don't want to
surrendered
have
one,
to
and then,
like
kept
worry
one
about getting their own
He doesn't want
space
to talk to you,
messy.
but you want to hear what he has to
So
say.
yeah, no. Katie,
For a monthly
as
fee,
alert
like a
as she
gym,
is, was like,
rent
yeah,
this
I'll take
space.
cats. And then she's been living
That's
off
kind of what I
of-
want to do. But yeah, so yeah, I'm
the-
trying to do
the-
it.
the
I'll let you know when we
allergy
get
medicine.
it
You can't
because
just
I already
put a
told them
tape
that's
recorder
on
down
my
on the
that's
table
on my
between
agenda
them.
for like the next 6 months. I
There's
want to
some
get
really
those
Sorry,
right.
good
you're
Alright.
telling me that somebody
There's,
won't notice if I stick a tape
Not
recorder in a
alternatives, but things that
magazine.
It's a big tape
Swallow
recorder
one
too.
In other words, there's no reason why they
But really,
wouldn't notice
who's
if
gonna
they
look in that
just
magazine?
don't.
It's in German.
Right, it's in German.
And it's not.
It's a
not
calculated
safe.
risk
Or, sorry, it's
that
not
Gabriel Knight is
like-
taking here.
Right,
Yeah.
It's
This-
bulging
I did not
here.
remember
This
Yeah.
remarkably clueless American has a bulging magazine in German.
This is really good. There's an anti-allergen spray that you can spray pretty.
I have
regularly.
no
Think
recollection
like,
of that.
You know,
It-
like
it-
a daily shower cleaner.
Sure.
Yeah. That, but for couches,
4
you
years,
just do a light
9
spray
months,
and it helps
not a
kill
fucking
some of
clue,
the allergens
Alex.
and the dust. And then just
What'd you have for
strong
lunch?
filters like has in his apartment.
Yeah,
I would
we,
have never figured that out.
yeah, we
Not a
Chipotle.
Thank you. Yes, it is like a
That
cuckoo
Katie
clock in a
got from
tray.
me.
Wait, did it work?
But
Yes! I hate it!
honestly, between two cats, it's more a question of just vacuuming.
That, by the way, that puzzle took us
Yeah.
a very long
And
time.
then there's obviously the
I don't doubt it.
your-
How did we get
out
it?
of your bedroom, but I don't know
By
if it's
just
possible
doing
to-
everything to everything.
Oh, wait,
Who do you
even
think
without
got
the
it out
infant-
of us? It's
even-
probably
even
you.
without the
Probably
infant, it's
me.
impossible keeping the cats out of
Because I would have. I probably would have been like,
Because,
"That's
like,
so
you would've
fucking
been
dumb."
like,
I
you would have done
the
what
same
Katie
thing
did,
as
was
Katie
like, that's
did.
dumb. And I would have been like,
to
and
be
I would have
fair,
said
I'm
my
one for
classic
cats.
line for these adventure games.
Because I don't
It's a
leave the house.
cartoon.
Yeah.
You have to use
That's
cartoon
gonna
logic when
change.
you're playing
Are you
adventure
meant to
games.
So,
prepare to go back in the
Katie,
office?
frequently Alex will say something. Sorry, other
mentally
Katie.
prepared?
We'll say something dumb, and I'll be like, "That's dumb. Let's do it." And it all comes back to the damn cuckoo clock. Because I was so adamant that that is so dumb, and it's not going to be the
I
solution to the
agree
puzzle.
with Hoops. I was with Hoops on this. I really
This
did
guy,
not
by the way,
think that
freaking
that
out.
was going to be anything.
And I did it to shut him up.
Yeah, and of course that's the answer.
But yeah, and that's but I mean, but that's part of the deal. So. And, at this point, it's
What if everybody riots?
Although I can promise you,
yeah. Listen, if we all quit at the same time, they can't stop us. I guess.
I'm just waiting for my.
Possible motive could he have?
It's I can feel.
All you need is one person to go
coming
Michael Scott.
in the night.
an
The
inquisition.
Kuhn and Nagel start their own logistics company. company.
Oh, it's happened.
Bring everybody that leaves.
It's happened before.
Yeah.
It'll happen again.
Yeah.
And they all come crawling back.
Yeah.
Actually, it is very interesting how many people leave.
Not exactly.
Oh yeah. Listen, you don't leave the #1 sea freight forwarder and then say, yeah,
Until gets
but I don't know. U.S. is going in a particular direction.
That looks like such a Christmas.
Did you attend the
Stein, doesn't it? Like
It
I'm
does.
sure it's not, but it looks like a Christmas.
It looks like a
Stein.
gingerbread house.
Yeah.
And I got the back end of the
global one.
Global one, because I didn't know that was happening, and I logged on.
I'll drink from
when
your
I logged
cup,
on,
Gabriel.
Like, everyone was like, "We can't get in," and I was
Good
like,
night,
"Oh,
Gabriel
what
Knight."
can't we get into?"
Good night, good night.
Good night,
I
night.
left and it's just got that big global town hall.
Look at that sultry look there.
Oh no.
But it ultimately
Katie was like,
hashing a
oh, I
lot
thought
of
you were.
things.
You're just
No,
like, I
I
had
never
enough.
mean to.
I just want to point
I
out,
always
U.S.
put
did
the
not
wrong
make
pressure,
the Great
just
Place
like
to work.
Ah, yeah.
God damn it.
That's why.
Uh-oh.
No.
Predator!
It's night vision.
It's an alien invasion. It's not really a werewolf. It's an alien. Oh.
It's a
Oh,
gift.
it brought me a tree.
Wait, what is that?
It's a cat. Just
No, it's a bunny.
drops.
It's a bound bunny, but it's a bunny.
I thought it was a
I
stuffed
noticed
animal.
you were bad at hunting, so here.
Isn't
Oh,
that how
thanks,
cats
Grace.
see us?
Yes.
Like
They
weird,
see us- cats
big,
see-
hairless cats that are bad at cleaning themselves.
They do. In fact, the reason they meow is that's what they think we sound like. So in their heads, when we're talking to them, we're just meowing at them over and over and over
But
again.
bad.
And then we actually do that.
Terribly, yeah. So, yeah.
That's cute.
It's ridiculous.
You're starving yourself.
Oh shit! I thought there was more in that chapter.
Nope.
It's like
It's
the
on to the
equivalent
next
of,
Grace Nakamura
a
chapter.
wolf
Back to
grandma.
Grace.
You need to put some
Let's
meat-
go.
She just gave me a snack. She just
Why
left me a
are
little
we
gift.
suddenly in sepia?
She laid out bait.
The chapter.
You didn't take it this
The whole
time.
chapter's gonna be in sepia.
No,
Okay,
it's
when he
chapter
bites
four.
this, I'm gonna go for
I
it.
don't remember
When
what
he
it was.
Oh.
why is he not
Yeah.
biting it?
Exactly.
U.S. global, not a
They
global,
left him
great
a
place
gift.
to work.
Does he not like
Video.
rabbit?
I also saw
Who
Peggy.
doesn't like rabbit? And it's raw and dead already.
Oh my god.
Impartiality was a
Smell
concern
that
as
blood.
well.
Come on,
How other
man.
people get promoted? We don't know. Well, you'll never know.
I mean, if you look
No
at
one's gonna know.
Glassdoor, one of the biggest companies. I brought it up to John.
Yeah.
He was like, "Is this
Who owns our glass store? Does anyone know that?
I think employee or employer branding. It's like one of their tasks.
Uh-oh.
What?
A nightmare.
That's Grace.
That is impressive for what it is.
Run, lady,
Who?
run.
Who wears an outfit like that?
Grace does.
I wonder if they just got generic nature documentary footage and then.
No.
No, they
No,
actually
they
they had wolves. Yeah.
Oh, that where the budget went?
Fucking boom roasted.
Why?
Shots fired.
Why does she have such a large train?
I don't think she knows either.
Why does she look like she came out of Beetlejuice?
Great joke.
Thank you. Look at those bangs.
Could get real wolves, couldn't get real horses.
No.
No. I had to do a JPEG that we drag across the screen for this.
Oh, why was it? It was very.
It's old, Gabriel. Nope.
Oh. No, that's not butching.
It's the Baron.
Yeah, there's
No,
no
it's not
trivia
the
divot
Baron.
there.
That's his right hand man.
What did you
right?
just call it? A trivia divot?
Trivia divot.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Well,
Alex can
I'll
explain that one. I
more.
refuse.
I'll explain it once we're out of the cutscene, though.
Did she get bit?
Let me save it, Katie. No, she was a dream.
I know, but what if she got bit and she didn't know it? And then this was her fever dream to warn her.
It's mom jeans time.
Yeah, she's got her mom jeans.
She got bit.
Jeans that say, I'm not
She
a
didn't
woman,
know she
I'm a
got bit.
mom.
So she needed a dream to tell her if she got bit.
Yeah.
Chapter 4.
It's like I've been bleeding
You could
profusely from my hand.
I told
Like
you
a
about
nipple?
I told you about when
A nipple.
after I had Abby,
That
I
is how
had
werewolves
my
pass.
shorts on for the first time
Just
because I was born in
Sure.
July, so I had to
It's
be
a toothless
late
wolf,
August,
is it?
early September. I was
So
wearing a
the-
pair of
the
shorts.
grandma wolf
First
is
pair I
back.
had gotten, by the way, after my pregnancy.
gum.
So they were the only ones that fit me. Alex looks at me and goes, why are you wearing mom jean shorts? And I was like, dude, this is just how pants fit me now. I had a baby. And all I could think was the SNL skit. This is mom jeans. The jeans that say, I'm not a woman, I'm a mom.
That was a good sketch, though, too.
It was hilarious, but it was on
Grace
point.
is wearing
it was frighteningly accurate.
I miss the days.
What now?
I stand by that some of the best seasons were when Bobby Moynihan, Kristen Wiig, and
Fred Armisen?
Fred Armisen as well. Bill Hader.
Oh, Bill Hader was great.
I will say that if Bobby Moynihan is in the cast, it is not a good
I
cast.
like Bobby Moynihan.
I am sorry.
He stayed too long. He definitely
I'm with my
stayed
friend
too long.
Alex.
I'm not sure what.
Yes, he stayed more than a couple of episodes. Far too long for Bobby Moynihan.
Tell me how you really feel about Bobby Moynihan.
I
No,
couldn't
he
go
will.
into any more detail.
Oh, he will. Alex
Top 10
actively
name.
avoids things with Bobby Moynihan.
Great name. Great name.
What has
Great
he
name.
ever done to you?
He's made me. He didn't make me watch the episodes of SNL where I wasn't laughing.
I love that.
But
the
he was
only
part
book
of many
that's not
sketches where I was not
old-fashioned.
laughing.
The only book that's not like
King
classic
Ludwig.
library, like Alexandria library style, is this hardcover with a jacket around it. Everything else is leather bound.
It's like the most
gold
touristy
leaf.
book you could get when you're in Germany.
It's like
Ludwig
one
the
of those
Second.
Have you gone to Ludwig Castle?
A little different
Everybody
color.
wants
like,
to go
you know,
see
just a
Disney
little,
Castle. It's
biography section.
Neuschwanstein.
That makes you
It's,
think of,
Ludwig's Castle.
Yeah, but
There was some
This
Scooby-Doo
was amazing.
point and click game.
Yeah.
When I
yes,
was younger.
for the Super
And the
Nintendo
Sphinx.
and the.
No, it was a computer game.
Oh.
It was
It's the
something
same as
about
the
a
show. Because remember, even in the show, when they were about to pick up the thing, the color was just a little bit off.
Because they had to animate.
Fruity
Yes.
Ritters.
I missed my typewriter, Al.
The Fairy Tale King of Bavaria.
I saw a
They
TikTok
really like the 2, 3,
the
4
other day.
numbers.
And it was
The previous one was 4, 4,
some
3, 2.
Yeah, yeah.
professor had
Can you click
banned
it?
laptops for
Okay.
note taking. So kids brought
You might be able to
in
call
a
that number.
typewriter.
I don't
Click, click, click,
That's a
click.
number.
Yeah, here's the thing about
my-
typewriters.
My college
Loud.
They are loud
roommate
as
did
fuck.
that.
And I love that,
Yeah.
by the way. My
Yeah,
keyboard
in
specifically
meteorology,
is
he
one of the
shows up
loudest
with a
clicky
typewriter and just
clacks.
types
I
the
like
entire
that
class.
personally.
That's
Katie
insane.
won't
But-
let me get a clicky clack keyboard.
Alex had it and he didn't like it, so he gave it to me, and I love my clicky clacker. But I gotta say,
I'm with Katie.
That's how
I
everybody
loved having a
reacted in the
typewriter.
class.
I loved having a typewriter. And I didn't have an ink belt. It was very dry, so I could have replaced it. The problem is, because typewriters are no longer manufactured, and they haven't been for about 7 or 8 years.
What's great is I just looked at Alex because I knew there was a joke
So I
coming.
wasn't going to be able to find the proper ink belt for that Royal typewriter, but I miss my Royal typewriter so
Bad
bad. Alex
typewriter,
made
no
me
ink
get
belt.
rid of it. He
So
didn't
dry.
sell
So
it.
dry. Very dry. The driest.
I feel
So
like I
dry.
probably wouldn't like typing on
Some
a
people have
typewriter.
ribbons. I have
Like, I'm
balls.
not good.
You know what it
because
is? It's the elevation.
Yeah. The
It's the
key height
elevation.
for
Much
clicky
better than the
clacky
ribbon.
boys are hard
Ribbons
for me.
are stupid.
If it was like a lower key, I think I could do it, but
Even
You're
if
doing
so
better than
the way
Brennan.
that a keyboard is laid out, it's even
He's
though
very
it's
bad.
you can have it on an incline. It's on an incline. It's not elevated. So technically, however you have your hands for that, it's all like relatively. But when you're on a typewriter, you have to actually move your hands because it's
Oh, it
legitimately
was written by
like
Ludwig's
different levels.
manservant.
oh, I
I remember I was practicing. I was just
Do you
playing
want a
around on the
manservant?
keyboard at one point, and I did this. And like, if you watch even in shows, you can see the
Yes.
hands moving. It's not like the
do.
keyboard where all you gotta do is just
Yeah,
stretch
of
your
course.
fingers out a little bit. You had to move your wrists and your hands,
yeah.
and it was so.
Well, because it's tiered, right?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, and it's just so annoying. And like getting to the shift and then to do a capital is a totally different thing. I hated it. It was like, don't get me wrong. I love
loved
the
it,
look
and
and I
I
love the
hated it.
sound, but I'm glad my keyboard is not elevated.
The king, especially later in his life, felt a great deal of guilt about his sensual nature.
oh no. Oh.
Ludwig was not very successful in resisting temptation. It is also clear that Ludwig was a God-fearing man and that, though his flesh might occasionally fall, he never surrendered his heart and conscience.
Huh.
Born again virgin.
The king.
Ludwig the Second.
Oh yeah, you can click those
No,
and she'll
no,
read them,
no.
by the way, Katie.
I can read.
I was like,
I was like, I know Katie's not going to click it.
Yeah.
you'll be able to read faster than Grace can read it
Who
to you.
should I call?
Ghost-
Ghost-
You take the book and click on it, Katie.
Gabriel. Soon as I have enough info to blow his little investigation
Is that
out
his
the
book?
water.
That is the book.
That is his book, Voodoo Murders.
It wasn't worth picking up the first time.
She is savage.
She mad.
And she's the best character in this.
Yeah.
Well, that's a sign of a good actress.
Typewriters also put your fucking desk on the scale.
They do.
I hate it so much.
They do.
I'll tell you, Katie.
Comfortable.
I got no idea.
There is something that I desperately want,
like,
just for fun though.
You do have the book with
There's
the phone number, Katie.
There's
I
a
do know
keyboard.
that. Gerda might be downstairs.
I'm sorry. What was
Chair
the first part of
socks?
this?
Oh, for the screeching?
Yeah.
I like
Ritter
that
ancestors,
you
I
buy
assume.
socks for your
Ritter
chairs,
ancestors, I
and some of
assume.
them look like little kitty cat paws.
Yeah.
That's very cute.
That's a thing.
Kitty
I had no idea.
You can
about
get them
that.
very
No.
cheap on the internet.
Yeah.
We have like the slide pads on the bottom. That's
Get
They don't
kitty cat
last.
socks.
Yeah,
They don't
no, they
last.
don't.
Yeah.
You know what'll last?
That's where the secret tunnel
Kitty
is.
cat socks.
There is something I desperately want to
That's where
get
the
though.
secret tunnel
They
is.
have a
Post
keyboard
office.
that you can put
Secret
like
tunnel.
your iPad or your Surface
I didn't hear
on,
the
so
first
it
time.
actually looks like a typewriter keyboard, but you have your
I just wanted to make sure you got it, Joe.
I want to get it
No,
so
I
bad. It's
appreciate it. Thank you
$90.
for
I
letting
want
me
it.
know.
Is
But
Gabriel,
but it's
Gabriel
like,
didn't write that?
If I
Is it
had
here
like
or
just
no?
whatever I wanted
What,
and a nice
the Voodoo
desk.
Murders?
The letter.
I
No,
would
the
get
letter
that.
to Grace.
It's he sent it here.
Oh, he sent it
You
here.
can always
Because she
do
sent the
Facebook
letter to him
Marketplace,
saying that she's
see
at the
if anyone's
castle.
just giving
Oh.
one away.
I
So
honestly
he did know.
I have like even if I got it, unfortunately.
Where would you put it?
Not just that, the kids would destroy it.
That's true. That's I grabbed you guys. Well, it's coming, but I grabbed
I
you guys a
wonder
board
what
game.
Gerda's up
talking with
to.
Bird
Gerda.
about
wonder what- I don't have time
what
to
game
sit
I should
around.
grab,
Too
and I
much to
almost
do.
got you guys Dune, and then it occurred to me
Ritter
would either
ancestors, I assume.
or lose all the people.
King
There
of
were so many
Beasts.
tiny little
That
bits.
about sums it up.
As much as I would
My
like the
kids are
Dune game.
monsters. Yeah.
What?
There are
The
some
Dune
pieces
board
in
game.
the. So
Katie
I
was
got
considering getting
the
it for us, but then realized we have
much to
children.
do.
goat,
Yeah.
goat something something.
You
But
would
it's
never put it
for
anywhere near our
8+.
children, correct?
Here, let me see if I can.
Cool. I'll have to come
Yeah,
visit
they've
sometimes.
already
please.
destroyed their own game.
Joe?
There's
Dune?
a game that
Huh?
they absolutely
Dune?
love, and
Oh,
that was
absolutely.
like,
Dune?
for board game
Fuck yeah.
day at school, I want to take it in. Comes home,
Set
the
it up,
board
Bruce.
is ripped in half.
You, me, and Joe will play Dune sometime.
How does that happen?
I haven't opened it.
Who ripped it in half?
Either one
Perfect.
of her friends
How
at
many players
school
is it?
or she did, but she
I don't
didn't tell me about it, and it wasn't until I opened it 2 weeks later
You know what else I
to
wanna
play
try?
with Miles and her
Ayahuasca.
that I realized that it was broken. I was like, well, I don't know what you want me to do
No.
with this. Like, I'll fix it for you, but like, I'm not fixing it again.
The
It's
Star
one of those-
Trek.
And they seem to think because I have to
RPG
fix
that
it,
who's
break
gotten in,
everything.
like,
Within
a year into our
24
friendship.
hours of
Yes.
having it, they'll break
Yeah.
it. So now
I've
this
been
they're at
thinking
the point
about
where,
doing
mommy,
that.
Why,
mommy,
yes.
can you use glue? Can you use tape? And every time I want to look
Also,
at it, be like,
2 to
guys,
6 players.
I
Babylon
can't
5.
spend the rest of my life
What about Babylon 5?
I'm gonna try to watch it.
repairing
Absolutely
what you have
should.
broken.
It's-
Are they too young?
good.
To,
By the
like,
way,
get
like I
taught
said,
how to use at least,
Season
like,
2,
basic
bonkers
rules
opening.
and stuff?
Well,
I know, that's
the
the
last
main reason I
time
wanna
we
watch it.
trusted them with glue, they thought
Also,
it
I
would be
like
okay to
the
go
one
and
guy
grab
that's
the rubber cement and
Naval, the
put that all
penguin.
over their hands, and we ended up having
What?
to have them shower.
Oh,
So,
You know, he
and
has
then
the
they
hair
couldn't
that's
sleep
like
in
a
their room
naval
because they smelled
commander
like rubber
hat.
cement.
Garibaldi.
And
Garibaldi.
they couldn't, like, I
Garibaldi
was
is the,
shocked that they didn't pass out, to be honest
security
with you.
guy.
Yeah, the scent
security.
for contact
The guy who's
Yeah.
had in
Just
charge of
watch
security
the-
is
the
Oh, I had
Garibaldi.
no idea. I thought he was just like
I
an
got you guys
ambassador of the race.
expansions so you can
No,
have
no, no.
the
You're
5
thinking of
players.
Molari. He's the Centauri guy.
He's
He
the hair
says
like
he's-
up like this.
Yeah.
Yes, he says
Matching
Garibaldi because he
Oh,
has like
Oh, sorry.
he's not a fan of Garibaldi, who's the guy who's in charge of security.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Oh my god. And it has parts, but they're big parts.
Oh,
That's fine.
fuck.
Like they'd really have to try to swap parts.
There's
So you
we
was
have
in the
some games that we got
Oh,
from
the
our
Americans?
friends, like Viticulture. I love that game.
We should
I cannot
definitely
play it
go
around
talk-
the kids. It's got like little vineyard parts and everything. I can't do
I
it.
saw something about this game.
But I love that game and I want to play it so bad.
What is the game?
Mountain goats. It's
Yeah,
like a
that
King of
sound
the
looks
Hill style
familiar.
game.
Oh.
What are you
It's
doing
by
next
the
weekend?
same people that did the sumo.
Oh,
Oh, that's
okay.
why. That's
Yeah,
why. Because I
Which
must
day
have
of
watched
next
the
weekend?
intro thing.
Damn,
The
company.
16th, Abby's got her Nutcracker thing.
The 17th is
And the
my
17th
parents.
is Christmas to Jackie's parents.
Yeah. We're not going to do Christmas at Rehoboth Beach this year. We refuse.
I heard.
Because we told them don't do it at Rehoboth Beach, and they said don't worry, we're not
Well, no.
going
First
to.
they said we're not going to go to Rehoboth Beach this year because Graham can't really go down to Rehoboth Beach, and I was like, okay, good, because we weren't going to go anyway.
But then they realized that we are no longer giving them free hospice care for Graham, and they were like, okay, well now we have to start taking her place.
Well, no, she doesn't care about the free hospice care. It was more a matter of she has to call her brother and her sister to take care of their mother, rather than having me upend my entire life, drive an hour a day to take the kids to and back from school, on top of their after-school activities. Like, come on, man.
All right, Grace.
Meanwhile, she doesn't talk to my sister, who lives literally 5 minutes away.
That's great.
Oh, that's lovely.
Guten Tag and all that.
Guten Tag and all
Guten
that.
Tag.
Joe, did you just hear him say
I'm sure
Guten Tag and all that?
No!
Yeah, that a lot.
Yeah,
that'll be fun.
I hear it's very, very amusing.
Tag and all that.
It's amusing for adults too.
Yeah.
It happens to be kid friendly.
I have to say, that's one thing I've been trying to do more, is getting games that I know that they'll like. But
There you go, Joe. New Swan.
Yeah.
And one game that I found that Abby's like really loves, and Miles is kind of getting the hang of it, is a drawing game. She loves art and stuff. And we got her, so we play Canvas with them.
What a word to forget. It's like the most iconic German word.
I know. But it just goes to show how absolutely brain dead Gabriel is. He's like, you should go check out a New Swan something.
So it's like you take these cards, and it's a bunch of small animals, a bunch of medium animals, a bunch of big animals, and you pick one of each, and then a habitat and a detail. The habitat's like the desert, or the kitchen sink, or
and
in
no
the
address.
sewer, or something. And then the detail could be either like stripes, or it's a logo for a company, or whatever, just to add like a little twist on it. And so you have to combine all three animals to make a new one. And just pick which
specifically
traits
on
you want
Jungle
them
Island.
to have. So she designs, like, I've got pictures
where,
of
like,
hers,
the
man.
big
She comes up.
knife
If
coming
I
out of
could
the ground
borrow her
and, like, the
creativity,
path
it's like,
and the little
children
minecart.
don't have to second guess.
I think that's
you
the
know?
same bird
like,
sounds
they just
used
like,
there.
this is a good idea, and then they run with it. Whereas I'm sitting there like, is that what I'm gonna do?
Hey, Jackie.
What?
Do you see who it is?
Oh, do I ever?
What is that hair?
Bonehead.
Here she is.
Oh, dear.
Here she
Hi,
is.
I'm Grace Nakamura from the castle. Am I interrupting? Heavens, no.
Have a seat.
How did her hair do that?
Enjoy. It's a beehive.
Isn't this nice? We just finished our
What do they call Kramer in that episode?
No thanks.
Good
The Kavorka.
myself. You just tell us all about it.
So do you win the game if you hit 679?
You can win the game before that. Well, before
But
that.
you're not as good.
Correct.
Exactly. I guess that's just a measure of like 100%.
It's just like, yeah, all of the things you can do.
Have you clicked every button?
Kind of.
To be fair, you do have to find them.
Well, do you believe in the devil, Miss Nakamura?
I believe in good and evil, if that helps.
Oh, but Satan and his demons are real, and they will.
Are we back
attack
in the
the
United
living,
States?
And most folks don't know
Feels like it, doesn't it?
they've been attacked. We
It's like
a wig. That's gotta be. It's all wig. It's a wig.
It's just a beehive.
Like I'm in the.
best protection is faith.
That's
Yeah,
somebody's
look,
show.
it's not moving.
But sometimes
It's all
faith
faith
isn't
in
enough.
God and
It's that
Jesus
Farrah Fawcett.
Christ.
Delve into the supernatural in order to protect others. Your shot and joggers are just the same.
Oh wait, they are American, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course. The warriors of light are rare these days, but they do exist all around the globe.
That's interesting. I just read about a group called Manos del Sol in Brazil. So the Ritters aren't the only Schottenjägers.
Well, they're probably the only ones to use that title, but others have been chosen for the battle.
Tell me more.
Do you know anything
Tell me
about
more. Tell me more.
Sure, we saw his castles, didn't we, Mother?
Yeah. Damn it. They are so
Katie,
cool.
no, no, your hand.
If you do go to Germany, you gotta see them.
Oh, it's
Seriously,
on my
though,
bucket list.
are we back in the U.S. for this?
No.
They're just Americans in Germany.
Yeah. Yeah, that's on my
You
bucket
saying we
list.
gotta go
Joe.
see New
I'm
Swan?
going at some point.
New Swan something.
New Swanstone, Neuschwanstein. The best one, in my opinion, is Herren Chiemsee. And it's a castle that's on a lake in a valley of mountains. And to get there, you have to sail across on a boat. And as you're doing it, they pull out a French horn and they play pieces that echo off the mountains back.
That's pretty awesome.
As they're written. So it's
So
it was so cool. Young me at like 11 was like, this is the coolest shit of my life.
It's amazing.
I find it interesting that she's very religious Yahoo, like, and then
That
like.
and they had like a bunch.
But
of,
also,
they had,
I
like,
can
a bunch
do
of cool
tarot
trampoline.
readings.
I was gonna say that's a contradiction if I ever heard one.
I never did, dear. I told you.
Well, that's kind of the whole thing. She's very religious, but she understands that sometimes you need to go and delve into the supernatural to fight against the darkness.
That's what they taught you at Catholic school, right?
Right.
Yeah, totally. That's what they taught me at Catholic school.
Whatever it was very powerful. Very
They took your dreidel.
Altar boys.
They did take my dreidel, those bastards.
Altar boys, all bad. As Ingrid used to say, altar boys, all
I guess
bad.
it wouldn't hurt to do my tarot
Thanks,
reading.
Ingrid.
Don't you worry now.
Are you sure
Remember to take my
Catholics?
hand
I
off
know
the
what I'm
mouse.
Were you an altar boy?
I was an altar boy.
He was an altar boy. Ed was
Yeah,
an
because I
altar
didn't have to.
boy.
If they had a thing in the morning, I didn't have to go to class. I could just do the altar boy in, and then I would skip out on some class.
That's
Pretty
why
good.
I was
you
in
think
our
Alex
church
wouldn't find a
choir.
way
And
to
then
skip out?
also
Cool.
funerals, weddings, get a little money.
Oh.
You know
And
what
he
I mean?
got to do the jingly bells.
And I got to do the jingly.
Jingly
Sometimes I got to I get to inhale a lot of incense. Just stand there, just be like.
What's it mean? It means that your
That's why he's
soul's
like this now.
journey is one of leadership.
The incense.
That's not what it means.
That is the smoke that has altered my
That's
brain
not-
the most.
That's not what. I'm pretty sure I had the same fit when I was.
You did, Jackie.
That's not what that means.
Jackie had a whole fit during this scene.
Self-discipline. Control. You need to feel your
Oh, we need to get back.
Jackie, self-discipline.
testing your ability.
Not what it means, Alex.
Chariot's very masculine.
To be fair,
No,
he's
it's not.
also
Curse of
just
Strahd.
stacking the cards, which is
Well, that's actually normal.
As long as
That's-
nobody gets
that's
their
actually
wings
a
ripped
normal
off.
thing. But
No, I'm
still,
gonna do that.
the chariot
If
is
someone
not
ta- if
masculine.
someone
The
takes
whole point
flying
of the
level
chariot
one,
is that it's
fuck you.
both. It's fluid. Oh my god.
Third card.
Oh, here we
Crosses
go.
the other.
Death.
You pulled the magician.
But I still have that
Who is
kit
it?
you gave
Oh,
me
it wasn't her.
for the like one night
me?
straw or something.
Your other, the magician. Oh, this is a very powerful card. Major Arcana.
My other.
They are all major arcana.
Let's see. I bet it's the shot
Alex,
jogger. What's his name?
Pretty sure we had the exact same reaction from Jackie the first time.
It's good. We're getting it on camera this
Yeah, no,
time.
perfect.
Name
It's
of
powerful,
power.
this one. The magician is dexterous and cunning, mischievous and manipulative.
Okay, that
That's
one's
Gabriel,
correct.
all right.
And very strong with magical and occult powers. Now this is
That's not what that
interesting
card
because
means.
your card,
The first little bit
Chariot,
was
is all
correct.
logic and reasoning, while his, the magician, is spiritual and intuitive.
Yeah, I wouldn't go that
Quite
far.
a pair. The fourth card shows what you're trying to achieve at this moment, your immediate destiny.
Death.
It's the strength or lust card.
Ooh.
Lust.
It's just a weirdly
Not
horny.
that kind of lust, dear. It's a trial card.
I think part of it's definitely what we're adding on top of it, but you know, there's definitely an undertone of some sort.
Strength has nothing to do with
It
lust.
also represents the integration of conflicting.
Well, again,
I
she
like
said
the-
Jackie Lust is not
The
like
guy in the corner is just.
magician energies.
Yeah.
It's her son.
But that's his whole face. He does not change his emotes. Just
Loving without
So
judgment.
maybe that's just it. Maybe they've had him film once. They just looped it.
I really hope that's true.
What is this?
Well, that's what I think they're doing for the oh gosh, the
well,
Squid Games reality show,
Gabriel
which
and
is
I
just
are involved
yeah.
with the case right now.
I've never seen
bad.
someone miss a point so hard and so
You must
publicly.
let your
Yeah,
love
it's
give you
very
power.
bad. I watched the first 2
Use
episodes of
the
it when I was with my
positive
mother.
energy of
Sorry,
the
what is this?
human
The
and
Squid Game
remain
reality
succeed.
TV show.
We have a
I
friend
think
who's
you have
on
the
it.
wrong idea.
Oh, yeah?
Really?
Gabriel and I just worked together.
Phil Kane.
Yes, dear. But
I
if
thought
might
Phil
just
looked
suggest,
familiar.
when
He
you're
was on
facing
our, he
negative
was on the
forces,
Quidditch team.
Quidditch team at Rutgers.
positive energy
Is
of
he a
love
millionaire
is
now?
I'm
very
so glad
He's-
because like
I think
his
he's in the finale.
face looked
Make
really
yourself
familiar.
But is he a millionaire?
Oh, I have no idea. Is the prize is $1 million?
Can I just say, by
It's
the way,
46
Do you
million
just
dollars.
want like
He
Survivor
is
hints?
odd.
You want
Finale.
Squid Game hints?
Actually,
odds
if it's released
that
today.
this woman pulled 4 cards and
So
all
Phil could
4
be a
of them,
millionaire.
and
Could be.
the whole 88, the woman pulled 4
actually
major
5
arcana
million.
out of all
Oh.
88. Just for that.
He
I
could.
thought
But
you said
of
they were
course
all
the
major arcana.
government.
Not all of them, but
All
to
the
what
ones
she
she pulled.
pulled,
All of them.
she's saying this card's major arcana.
Taxes?
The
I wanna
2
say,
before
like,
it were
at
also
least
major
40%.
arcana. I don't know why you find that strange.
Let's have another reading.
Oh, let's. It's a little like spying
What's
on
that?
someone at a
Oh, that's new.
What the heck?
Oh God, Katie, you just want to see me get mad.
Yeah, I do. It's fun.
Hey, listen. Alex and I try to do it all the time.
I I have 20 packs of tarot cards at this point. I've been collecting them for a long time.
Don't know a millionaire.
Well, maybe.
And I got you one.
You did.
The guy here looks like that picture of the farmer and his wife. If it was during the Dust Bowl.
You're talking about
What was the first card she
American
pulled?
Gothic? American Gothic?
Well,
Yes.
Wait, what was the first card she
It's
pulled?
not what you think, dear. It's a duality card. As a lifetime card, it refers to Gabriel's own duality. Good versus evil, physical pleasure versus spiritual growth, that kind of thing.
Less
His
often the other ones.
challenge
It's
is to
true.
integrate
But I don't remember what the
the
first one was. For all I know, the
himself.
first one was the moon, and
Every
she's
dog's
talking
gonna
about,
never
you know.
find peace.
Yeah.
And you will find peace when you acknowledge all of it. Find a way to love the worst as you already love the best.
I let you
You're
get pissed off, but I try to make it better.
I enjoy it very much.
That's what we always try to
His
do.
other
Like
is the
like
high
Monday.
priestess.
Let me
That's legitimately the
No, dear, it's not.
Okay, Jackie.
The high
Jackie, breathe.
the same picture as what she said was the magician, and I knew it wasn't the magician because I'm looking at that card is the high priestess. She
Yes.
just said it was the magician. I hate this. I hate this so much.
You want another beer, Jackie?
Yeah.
Someone is trying to communicate with Gabriel. This force is represented by the high priestess.
That's not much help.
You actually?
What about the black wolf?
Oh, I do, yeah.
But it is a help, dear. The high priestess is a spiritual guide card if ever there was one.
I remember back in college,
Is connected
Dylan
to Gabriel,
and
he's
his
so
girlfriend at the
very
time, Bridget, had me do a
And
tarot
why didn't
reading
it just
for
go
them.
to him? Why say
And I
it to
did
me?
it.
Maybe
And
Gabriel's blocked.
Dylan got
Maybe
pissed
he's
off because I was like,
purposefully
well,
blocking. There is that duality
I was just like, well, Dylan, you know, you
Let's
just
go on and see if
this,
it becomes clear.
just the way that this is laid out, it tends to be, you know, you
current situation.
you needlessly crucify yourself. And Dylan got pissed that all of a sudden Bridget sitting next to me goes, "Oh my God, yes you do."
Just an interpretation of the need, Sugar Pie. It's a transformation card.
That's a new reaction, I think. Or is it the same one?
Oh, actually,
It is painful, but it isn't necessarily
that I'm
wrong.
shocked. I'm shocked.
Did you get one?
Yeah.
Give him a point!
Wait, why did she keep going?
Oh,
She
minor
started the other
our
one.
first minor arcana. Whoa!
2 is not good here. Wands is Mars
Did you
and
respond
Aries.
to a
That's
minor
a war
arcana?
card. In conjunction with the Death card,
Just
there are
mix
2
all the
possible
possible.
transformations.
Right?
All the possible readings.
dear.
With astrology.
They're telling this lady, okay, now for this scene, it's gonna be these many
The
cards.
transformation might be good or evil.
So when you do a reading,
Must be the
is there a
purpose
set
the
number
high
of cards that you
priestess.
draw?
She's trying to guide him.
I prefer doing
So
the
you
easy
think
peasy 3 card.
You really might
The
be
past,
in
the
danger.
present, future, or like it's
Oh,
either
yes,
past, present, future, or
Gabriel's very essence is at stake.
Question.
need, want,
He takes the wrong
possible.
path with
Yeah,
his
question, that kind of
powers.
thing. I prefer that personally because I don't
Emma
like
and
doing
I
the
will
whole
stay
like
in
Celtic
town.
cross
You must let me
spread,
know if
all of that.
anything else happens
I
that would
can.
lead for clues.
I don't like it. It's a lot.
The force used you.
I don't know if I've ever had my.
I haven't done it in a very long time,
I'd better go.
but I liked doing it.
Be careful now.
I did watch
Thanks.
someone get one done at a professional place who had the same birthdays.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, so was yours.
So yeah, not quite. But it's funny because I remember I was actually talking to Andrew about this because he wanted to do some kind of role playing thing and then base it on tarot, and he was just like, "How does this work?" And I was like, "Well, it's not like this. Like some of the cards, like yes, this has a basic meaning, but it's not like that. It's more like basically reading Egyptian hieroglyphs, in that yes, this means this by itself." But you have to look at what's around it because that's what's going to end up playing to whatever sentence it actually means. So it's basically like translating, which is annoying and it's hard to say, but
Gabriel is it's really important.
No.
Well, we already debunked that he doesn't do other stuff, right?
No, he does other stuff.
He does?
We know him.
Because I thought we saw him in like the initial video, and I
He
was
was the
like,
first one, right?
I know this guy.
He's in Seinfeld. That's what I know him from, primarily.
So that's King Ludwig
Wow, that
II
looks-
of
whoa, what a
Bavaria.
wig!
Is that the guy in the cream?
Yes.
He looks like he's about to sing King George's part in Hamilton. Uh-huh. I'll kill your friends and family.
Is the restroom that way?
Yeah,
oh yeah, right door on the right at the end of the hall.
Oh, yeah. Thank you.
I think
Not
you got
30
down to
yet.
the basement last
You're
time,
fine.
right? Maybe not.
Guess they're closed.
Or that.
You guys,
That's okay. It's not your fault.
What'd you do?
Are you, or did you go to Unplugged?
And I unmade
Uh,
them.
Katie did. I did not go.
Huh?
That Katie did.
Oh, did you go to Unplugged?
What? I did.
How was it? Any fun games you find?
We were. Let me go to the bathroom and then.
Yeah, go ahead.
Do not speak to me.
I gotta unpack it.
Is that what you call peeing?
What kind of flowers these are?
Okay, I guess I'll just keep wondering.
St. Georg Church.
George. George. Jack.
George.
Yoshi boy.
Oh no, it's George.
And Alex's favorite. Labino.
What a creeper Labino was.
You go in the church. But yeah.
No, it said exit, and then she just kind of walked to
Yeah,
the edge
yeah,
of the
yeah.
street, and I was like, oh, okay. Alright then.
I don't want to disturb her.
Yes, you do.
No, you do, Katie. There's a difference.
You're the player, not the character.
I'm good with that. It was okay.
Yeah.
I really didn't go for as long as some other people because I totally forgot to take off.
Okay.
Like a virgin.
So Friday, I only came at like late. So
I'm pretty sure we made that joke too.
You?
And then
No, us. We all did. It was a group effort.
wouldn't make the joke.
Oh, still
It's either
really
one of you
late,
two.
we decided to
Might have
go
been me, but I'm pretty sure it was more than one
so
of
that
us.
we could stay
Oh,
late.
right, in St. George, on top of the dragon.
So we showed up late, but way too late. I thought we were coming there at 1. But then we got there
A
like
room on the
3.
left, Katie?
Oh.
Yeah.
And then we were supposed to do D&D,
Yeah,
but we canceled the D&D thing
Uh-huh.
because it would have taken up
Would've been
the entire
a ton,
expo hall
yeah.
time.
Winnie.
So I didn't really get time to run around the expo hall.
Yeah.
But I did get to do this really cool, like, Session 0 game, which is essentially a series of cards that helps prompt. It's like, I'll have to bring
Ooh,
it
I love
sometime.
that.
Oh,
It's
Oh,
so
look, it's
cool.
Gerda.
So, like, essentially you get a book, and I bought it. So, oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, you don't have to worry about her. She
She didn't even notice.
You got a head book. I love it. You're welcome to borrow it if you want to take a look at it, because, but it's essentially a deck of cards, and it's
good.
the categories of the cards are like essentially backstory, bonds, and like catalyst.
Yeah.
I don't remember what the backstory is called, but and how you use it is you go around in like a circle, and you pick a random card out of the deck. And then you use that as a prompt to start creating a character, and then as you go around the circle, people are building around what
I'm
other
such a
people
bitch.
are.
Oh.
And then once you finish with the backstory one, so for example, I got like I don't remember what the word actually was, but it was essentially trying to imply that you were a child mercenary, and you were owed you owed a debt. But I was like, okay, my brain goes to like a fighter mercenary, so I'm gonna try to
Maybe there's
do something
something
different.
else I can do.
What do you
Out
got?
of my ass, I pulled out a plot of like me being a child, of like a mage plucked by the government, like a young child that's like good at magic.
Yeah.
Not necessarily prodigy, just like chosen by the government as having potential, and being trained by the government to work with magic, which is a resource that's limited only by like the government gets to control it.
Gotcha.
But I am chaos child, and I accidentally broke a major machine and drained 10 years of magic. So I'm trying to pay that off.
God damn.
Whoopsies.
All right.
And then the second round is bonds,
Mhm.
and you have to determine who currently or in the past had like a meaningful relationship with you and why they impacted you. And each of the cards have a very specific like, category of prompt. So
I feel so bad. I misunderstood her. God, what a bitch.
Oh
my God.
That was in the explosion with me. But I wrote in
Yeah, so
that
look
she
through her desk.
is secretly.
I love
Yeah,
that
so
you-
stop talking
And we
shit
still,
about
like,
her.
I love
each
that
other,
you
but
see
she's
her like
also
mourning the death of her
working
lover,
for
and you're
it.
like, Gerda's being a real
Essentially, I
pig.
accidentally wrote the campaign. And then the final one is a catalyst, and it's like, what is starting off here? She's like, why?
Oh, right.
What's your
Place
motivation?
of flowers. Maybe
now?
I'll bring a flower.
And what's cool about it
Time
all,
for a secret
and you
tunnel.
never want to start at the same
Now,
person.
if you
and go
recall,
in the
there's
same
another
direction, 'cause
patch of
otherwise,
flowers
like,
somewhere.
one person is essentially
Oh, right. Outside,
dictating
like, down somewhere?
but it was so
Outside
cool
the
'cause, like,
secret tunnel.
Well, that's what I was saying. Time for the secret
essentially
tunnel.
Oh, yeah,
everyone
sorry.
like
Okay.
would build on each other.
I was like, that's the only
until
one I
you have
remember.
this whole world.
Well,
and
there's
it
the ones
kind of-
outside the church, though.
It makes
Oh, that
you
flower.
feel
Yeah,
more
no, that's-
invested because
Yeah.
I feel like my problem is one, I've never actually done a session 0, but in talking with people, apparently session 0s are really important to a good campaign.
Yeah, I always struggle because I never know like really how to get started with that.
Yeah.
So
Next time, remind me. Next time we see each other, I'll bring it.
sure.
It's really cool, and the art's great.
You can come up, Winnie.
I feel bad though, cause I tried to do it on mic, but it was we were just one-on-one, and he's a little bit more slow and steady.
Yeah, come on up.
He's not like an
Yeah.
improv person,
Yeah.
and I think it was very overwhelming for him. So you
Why
got
are
to
you
choose
taking
your
so long to walk down the
got
steps
you.
Choose your
if nothing's
people.
gonna happen?
because
There's-
like some people
I will
like
say
to sit
that
and
is a
think on
very
their
bright
characters.
step
Yeah.
for no light.
Some of us will just
Oh.
go off.
Yes.
On the one hand, I can improv the heck out of a scene. On the other hand, you can't expect me to remember what I said last session.
Oh yeah. That's a problem.
Yeah. I
My
gotta
biggest
do better
fear
ones.
every time I played with these boys
These knuckleheads over
is
here.
that Oops records our shit, and then if they go back, I realize all the things that I just straight.
Okay, are you gonna look? You can do anything.
Things that you forget?
Luckily,
yeah.
we
Trust
never
me,
will.
Joe, I don't need the recording to know.
I still need to get into a new campaign.
Yeah, but you want to do it in person.
Necessarily
That's the
need to
killer.
do it in person.
It's hard to do it in person. As much as I love doing campaigns in person,
I love in person.
I prefer in person.
everybody's so
'cause I
far
gotta
away
say,
from each other. you know?
doing
Well,
this whole virtual thing is not for me.
Impervious to thorns.
I do find it hard to pay attention. I find it hard to pay attention.
Well, the
but,
so,
but when
so
we
I mean,
do it
the
in
question
person-
becomes: are we like? Because in the past we did it on weekends.
I think if we were to meet up.
Yes.
As a
Yeah.
schedule.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And we could. I would actually like to try doing that Kids on Brooms with you guys in person. I think that would be fun. It's like so. I don't know if you watch like Dimension 20 or anything like that.
A little bit. I tried watching Dungeons and Dragons, but it's on like a. They have their own app, right, or something like that.
Dropout, yeah. I mean, but I
Yeah.
do like Dungeons and Dragons was one of my favorites. I really like that one, but
I can pass
they
you my
do
login
other
info
ones as
if you
well.
want.
I see clips. They've got that science guy.
Catch me in there.
Yeah,
Bill
yeah,
Nye.
they have a
She's
lot.
at the church.
They have a lot of people.
Hank Green.
And yeah.
They had. I.
Oh, he was in
loved Hank.
Mentopolis. He was great.
I
was
loved
great.
it.
Oh, he was
would
amazing.
Just make people uncomfortable with science.
Oh, I
facts. It
loved
was
that.
amazing.
Yeah, it was fantastic. You know, he did a good job. But it's so what they do is
Time to
even
give
that
the
one. So
pig the
Mentopolis.
flower?
So they
Time
do
to
a
give the
different.
pig the
Instead of
flower?
using Dungeons and Dragons campaign rules, they do something that's basically made for kids.
So Mommy had the
older than
piggies eat.
5, and it can go up to whatever.
Who's that character,
So
Joe?
it's the original
What's her
one is
name?
called Kids on Bikes, which is basically like
Grace.
Stranger Things, but in
Grace!
Oh,
you know.
that's so cool.
Yeah,
She
it's
died
basically,
30
you know,
years ago.
You can use magic,
But
but
now you
it's
can get all
usually
this
just like
nonsense.
a mystical, like, you know, something's going
So
on.
every
in this
movie
weird
you watch
small
with us,
town
get a
that,
little
you know,
bit
we're all
more
living in,
insight
and
into
so that,
the nonsense that
Kids
Alex
on
and I are
Brooms is
spewing
basically
constantly.
Hogwarts. So it's the same kind of thing where it's like Stranger Things meets Hogwarts, and I really want to try it because it's a system that would be brand new for all of us. So it'd be something kind of fun to like really explore. But it also takes out some of the rules that make Dungeons and Dragons a little like
Funky.
yeah. Like,
Time to
you
get
can tell just
funky.
by the wording of the handbook that these people spent a decade basically refining this before they put it out. And it's really cool system. I really enjoy it. What I like about it is
You
instead
came
of
up with
doing
a solution
point rolls or
far
point
better
buys,
than
you
it
have
took
your
me to
6
even
traits,
attempt to
your
remember it.
charisma and all that stuff. And your best one, you roll your D20 for. Your worst one, you roll your D4 for. So but you do have the possibility of like doing even better on something you're not really good at. If you roll the highest number on the die, you explode it, and you keep rolling until you don't.
She still looks at her
So
like she
let's say you
hates
need
her.
a 12, and like technically you're rolling
Like,
a
she'll just
D4.
look up,
Yeah,
like,
the chances of
apologetic,
you
she
getting a
just looks
12 are pretty
pissed.
slim.
Yeah, she does.
But if you explode it 3 times, got your 12.
Yeah.
And that's a possibility. It's just not likely.
Yeah.
And if you fail it, you get something called
Just
an
say
adversity
sorry.
token. And that adversity token, you keep it, and then next
There
time
we
you
go.
roll it, let's say you need the same thing where you need a 12, and it's the stat you don't do well. If you had enough, you can actually use them to buy plus points for that.
Yes, it is.
So like, okay, so I know I'm not going to do this. I'm going to put these 4
Yes,
adversity
it
tokens
is.
in to automatically make sure that I'm going to get it no matter what kind of thing. So like it makes failing not so bad because it can help you later, kind of thing.
This is the greatest apology
So
ever, Katie.
I really like the system a lot. I think it's a bit more forgiving in certain ways, but it's also a bit more realistic in others.
I know
Cut you off.
Queen and Rook. I don't know if you know Queen and Rook. Orchid
No,
Cafe
I haven't
in
seen
Philly.
I like how the
for
sad
it.
music paused while she
it's
had her little tirade
it's
there
like
for
on
a
South
second.
Street,
Then it's like
and that's
goes
where
back.
Goes right
the
back.
Philly Pokemon League always holds
Yeah.
their events. And they, I think it's on Saturdays or
Oh, this is
Sundays.
how she asked for the
they
car
have kids D&D sessions.
Yeah, you turn the apology
And
into,
it's
"May I borrow
essentially
your
like a
car?"
simplified system geared toward kids. And I think the people who run it are like people who are in like the childcare industry, and they use it to teach like math and creative.
It's a really good. So that's what his master's when he was in psychology back when we were in school. His master's was in learning through game-based environments.
Enjoy
That
seeing
was
the
his big
castles.
thing.
That's so cool. I
Oh
didn't
yeah,
know
he
that.
did it. He was. It was. If he had been able to, because unfortunately he was working for the university at the time, so
Go
the
back
master's
crying.
depended on the department job depended on
That
the
gives
master's.
It's
so
been
much
like
more
months
context
now,
to the
right?
kids book.
What?
Since
Oh,
this
that's
season.
that's just his
I know
brother being
it's a fun
the
thing,
dumbass.
but
Yeah.
Because
it
it
makes
was
sense now
months
why he
before.
could win
It's
that
been about-
award.
Oh, he's great at that kind
It's
of
been
stuff.
about 9
Like he
months.
really
Yeah.
is, and so
Do you think he can go back to it?
I wish.
This is
He-
March
even he
94.
said
The other
there's
game
really
took
no-
place in
no
June
point to it
93.
anymore, unfortunately, but it would have been great at the time. Unfortunately, he had one semester to go in the department.
Katie
of
wants those
funds, and
flowers.
he had
Katie,
to go,
I do have to
which was such
say,
a bummer.
we
But,
also did.
Or
Every
go back
time
to
I
that
pass
field,
those damn
not
flowers, I
necessarily
tried
Oh,
to
I
pick
don't
them
know.
up.
You know, it depends.
Every
on-
time.
I guess you
he
need,
seems
like,
to be okay where he is.
Clippers
I feel
or
like
something,
if
right?
No,
maybe if
it's,
I got a
like I
better
said,
job,
very
she's with,
event-based.
like,
You can't pick them up
Because
until
right
it's
now,
time to
Blade's
pick
the
them
thorns
up.
main
and all.
breadwinner.
She's
If
like,
I were the main
yoink.
breadwinner, he probably could.
It's that werewolf
But as of
strength
right
kicking
now,
in.
that's just not possible.
Yeah.
But
Well, also,
Keys.
oh, absolutely, absolutely. But it's nice. Like one thing I like about because Abby really wants to
thinking
play D&D,
Joyride.
and Miles kind of wants to just be part of whatever we're doing, even if it's not D&D. And Alex actually did one thing because he's very good at. Part of it is that he's just this is how his brain works, but the other part of it is because he went to school for it. He's really good at simplifying certain things for the kids, and so he actually had it where I think Miles was 2 years old and Abby was 5. And so she was like, I want to play D&D. So while I wasn't home, he was like, okay, let's do one real quick. So he gave them each a
You're in
D20.
chemistry.
And it was actually, so it was
Head and
adorable.
Keepsy.
So he was like, okay, so Abby wanted to be a fairy, so she was
Oh.
a fairy wizard.
New Swan.
And Miles was a
Yeah,
barbarian.
Neuschwanstein, I'm
and his
assuming
name was
that's
Bonk,
Schloss
because that was the
Linderhof.
only word he knew how to say besides
Oh,
beep beep.
that's so cute.
It was bonk and beep, and that's all we had. So no matter what it
personally would
was,
have gone with beep. But
That's the
fine.
inspiration
He
for
chose bonk.
Disney
That was his
Castle.
choice.
Yes, it is.
But then, like, no matter what happened, his
It also
answer
has
was always
a,
bonk bonk, you know, that kind of thing. So he had her.
opera
He
house.
had them go on a journey to
Without
find
any
the
seating.
Holy Grail.
They've
And
replaced the seating
it got
with a
so
lake.
intense and all
that
this
King
other stuff.
Ludwig
Then
would
at some
sit
point,
in
like
a
they
swan
found
boat
it, and then he was
and
like,
listen
okay,
to
Abby,
the operas
you
of
have the Grail. What do you do? And she's
Wagner
like,
Productions
destroy it. And
would
he's
come
like,
to his
what?
castle.
She goes,
and
yeah,
per-
because
and,
all these people are
perform
hurting
for
each
him
other over it.
in
But if I
his
destroy it, then
great opera
everybody's
house built
okay.
in the
That's
castle.
so cute.
And it was one of those moments where I was just like, and I wasn't there, so I didn't get to see
And it has,
any
like,
of this. And I was like, oh, and then Miles
stars.
just, no matter what came up,
It's all like
bonk,
inlaid
and bonk.
tile, and it has stars
And I was
that
so,
are
it was like, I was like, this
like
is what I'm talking
24
about. Like,
karat
he's
gold.
very good at simplifying it down to something that the kids could like really enjoy. So like I'm trying to do it where I'm gonna do kids on bikes with them, and I had them make their characters. He's gonna be their dad in the campaign, and then they're gonna be the kids, and I'm gonna be everybody else. So
get your voices ready.
I know, right? But my best part
Get
of this
those
is
accents ready.
I know. Is anybody familiar
New
with the
Yorking
Siegfried Saga?
accent.
Am I?
Yeah.
I wish. I know. So it's
the Ember. I've got
I know the Ziegfeld Theater.
Book called Emberwind, and it is essentially like a simplified.
I remember
D&D
one puzzle
system
from
in
this
a
one
book
place.
that has the plot set out for you, and it simplified all the rules and allows someone to DM, but like the
Be
book
part of
gives
it.
you at the same time.
We've done something kind of like that before, Alex and I. I think we did it with his brothers back when they were teenagers, and I don't remember how that went. I don't know. It's something I'd have to look into, because part of why I wanted to do the kids on bikes thing is because I know Abby's going to be really into this when she starts doing. She's going to have a blast, and she's going to want to do it a lot more. So part of this is for her to understand, like, dice rolling and what's like the stats actually mean, and like just to comprehend like the most important basic things. And then Miles will just
in addition to his obsession with building.
I want to give one suggestion, because I think your kids will love it.
What?
And there's a game called Blades in the Dark, if you've heard of it.
Yes, have.
And one of its core mechanics is flashbacks.
Yeah.
So what I have seen people do is take D&D and then inspiration as flashbacks.
Ah.
So that could be something you could do with the kids that I think that they would love, like just being able to.
That's really cool.
Solve a problem that way.
Our mechanics.
That's a really good idea.
Ubery.
Speaking of that, have you seen? I don't know if you watch any Candela Obscura.
No.
The guy.
I actually really like it. I really like it. But one thing I like.
That's the Critical Role new thing.
The new one, yeah. It's got a very the system seems like, as much as they're like, oh, this is a little simplified, it's really not. It looks like it's a little bit more complex. It's something that you'd have to like actually learn before you did it. But one thing that I really like about it is, depending on like your stats or the abilities that you have, one of the things you can have is precognition. So like at one point, one of them is about to get shot in the face, and he takes it. He takes the damage, but then the one that has precognition goes, no, because I saw that in a vision. And then they have to, they only get to use it like so many times, and they knock that off. So like you have to choose when you decide, okay, this is a serious thing.
Yeah.
I saw this coming. I moved them, and then you have to roll to see whether or not you can actually prevent it, or how badly or how well you can prevent it. So like instead of getting shot in the face, he got shot in the shoulder.
Yeah.
But I liked that as a concept of like, you know, it prevents you from, like, you still get those like moments of thrill and suspense and like, oh my god, I'm gonna die. But then like this one, you know, it's I liked it. I thought it was really cool. That's the kind of thing.
Well, it's also nice because I feel like that gives your players a chance to take a hold of the story, right?
Oh, absolutely.
You know.
But I think the one thing I find the most remarkable about Candela Obscura, it's entirely role play, except for like occasionally there's a bit of combat. But it seems like most of it is it's basically problem solving with a steampunky twist.
It seemed like it was steampunky noir.
It is. That's the best way to put it. It is. It's like steampunk film noir, and I enjoy the environment that they have it used in. But they have things like at the end of the session or at the end of the day or whatever.
Maybe Ludwig
whatever damage you've gotten leads to scars. So that shows up. So like at the end of one episode. One of them actually had their eye scratched, so now that eye's blind for the rest of the campaign.
Oh wow!
And it's stuff like that. So it's like, and I love that. I was like, because I feel like that's so much more impactful. Like, okay, so I had a creature try to take my heart out of my chest.
A good king, he is not.
No.
I like that picture.
A lover of art and a terrible rule.
Yeah, he was like a demon tried to take my heart out of my chest. He didn't succeed, but I now have a huge handprint scar here from him trying to do that.
I think that's where you came from.
And I love that because it's like now he like occasionally that causes pain or like it's really good. That's the kind of stuff that I want to like explore more of. I feel like that would be a lot more fun.
I remember one puzzle
genre or just like the art.
I've been doing D&D for like 17 years now. I feel like I want to try something new.
It was in this room. Okay. Remember?
the title of the genre of like steamy romance.
Don't.
It was the. It's
Like-
one of the puzzles I remember most from this game.
Corset
Besides the
Puzzlers or
Cuckoo
something
Clock.
like that.
Paintings?
The Corset Rippers.
Corset Rippers.
With the
When the kid shows up
distracting
later. Yeah.
If he could not have it.
Do you remember? Do you remember the solution now?
I don't.
Oh. I got this one because I said it as a joke.
That even his servants
That makes sense. That's how
And
I
we were all right.
What were you afraid they'd see?
Guess what? Great things.
Why was that so echoey?
There she is.
I hate
Because it's
ADR.
her.
It's her brain.
Such a big German
There's
woman.
nothing in it.
I don't think the guard.
Isn't debatably she the one with a lot of?
Yes, no, she's the smart one.
The miracle of the
I guess
Grail.
she's still hanging out with this.
Yeah, I mean,
He
could
goes,
look-
"Eh?"
she's intellectually smart. Wisdom is not there. Clearly, with how she was treating Gerda.
Only the penitent man may pass.
Yeah. You coming up, Winnie?
Ah, come
Winnie.
Come
That was
here.
adorable, by the way. Miles picked out her collar. He
Oh.
picked out the pink collar. I know.
More
That is it. The titular stone.
See? New Swan.
That is exactly correct.
There's new swans.
Swan motif
Yeah.
is
This is
featured throughout
Neuschwanstein.
the castle,
The castle.
but it is particularly prominent in this
The
room.
inspiration for Disney.
Both the swan and the lily.
Hey, thanks for subscribing.
It led to.
Well, that was the one that inspired the Sleeping Beauty cast, or was it the Cinderella cast? No, I think it was Sleeping Beauty.
Are you trying to give us a dick or no dick?
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
gonna say because that was the one, the German. That's the German one, yeah.
Yeah, they would have been fine if they kept their items in their underpants.
Which, in my opinion, Sleeping Beauty cast is way better than
Oh,
the
you
Cinderella
subscribed
cast.
with Prime.
He's effectively the Marie Antoinette of German history.
Yeah. Oh,
I'm very
God,
bad
yeah.
at it.
Let them eat cake. He's like, I'm gonna build
Okay,
another
I don't
castle.
think I've
Like,
We have
you got
viewers
3
who have subscribed.
We're
more months
starving,
than I
and
have.
yes, but I have another castle.
Yeah. What's hilarious is that like his dad's castle is like right on the other side of the same mountain.
Built for Ludwig.
Have you guys considered switching to Kick or?
The masses.
No.
In fact.
Is
Again.
Kick
So
still
he's just
the
like
better
on the like
alternative,
they just
or-
go through the
I don't
valley
think
and
so.
there's your dad.
There's not really like
There was
kick,
like a bunch. I
kick
don't want to
and
call
Mixer
it
and
controversy,
Mixer's
but
dead.
like there
Mix has
was.
been dead.
The castles were
There's a
opened
couple that
to
are like
acclaim
dead,
tours
dead.
only weeks after
Although I
Ludwig's
guess
death.
Twitch did
They haven't closed
do
since.
some.
It is
I
one
don't
of the
remember what they
great
were. But they did some
ironies
quality
of
of life
Ludwig's
improvement,
story,
right?
No, I mean
Debatable.
mainly the reason that we do this is because we were doing it anyway, and we were like, might as well throw it up somewhere.
We wanted to record it because we were laughing at ourselves too much during Gabriel Knight
Exactly.
2.
I mean, how can you pass up on things like? I was
fuck?
hoping this sock would stick to my tongue. Look at how great we are.
You're hilarious.
Ludwig in here. I wonder what he
How
really
many quotes
dreamt about in this room.
What's the-
We hit
what's-
2000.
What's the latest quote number?
It's in the early 2000s. It might be like
I doubt
2050 or
there's
so.
anything left in there now.
What?
Besides, the
2050
guard
is.
would kill me if I touched it.
Let me fuck up a couple more crabs, then I'll take
Guard,
a look
I
at
don't
it.
see guard.
No.
Pretty
Book
nice.
2050
That was
is
in
from
2020.
Oh, but you're going
I've been
back.
adding.
He's going back through stuff and reading
Pretty nice.
stuff. I
Pretty
see.
nice place.
This is the king's study.
They would never allow you to get that.
Ludwig spent much time at his desk, writing letters,
This is the
drawing
90s.
up plans for
The
his
26.
project,
Oh yeah.
and studying his favorite.
How would you like to be a slave?
I went like
For
early
sex?
2000.
and classics. In later years, he also studied the occult. What affairs of state he did reluctantly
King's
attend,
Quest, you guys
but
recently
generally
playing? I thought it was 6.
attended alone at his
Yeah,
Yeah,
we-
desk.
we
yeah, that's
just
from
did it.
11/27/2023.
Oh,
Reluctant
I'm drawing
heads
myself
of
nuts.
state
I was like,
and former
2020,
enemies
what?
of the king were one of the reasons for the charges brought against him in 1886.
I don't know, Katie. Throw me a number between
Dreamt of true
1 and
kingship in a
2060.
true monarchy, and the small powers left to him after Bavaria succeeded power to Prussia only incited his
1,230.
disdain and frustration.
It's a
Ah,
combination
you
of
did
my
it. You
luggage.
tricked me into an anal rape joke.
Oh boy.
Ah, you did it.
Great job, Katie.
I I can't figure out what the context was.
Me neither.
What would happen in Myst 3 that would cause that?
You did say the word taint in that game more than any other.
That is true. There was a lot of taint.
No. No, there wasn't.
No, it was just what you said.
Right.
The study paintings depict scenes.
Okay, well, I have to check the quote next to that one.
One of my favorite things about when we played Myst 3 was the first puzzle with the lights that Jackie was doing. Do you remember that?
The
rotating pillars of light.
The pillars.
Yeah.
Southern me is a bit of a jerk. Oh, so that was a Drew one from Hyrule Warriors. What was I saying before
This is
that?
the final room of our tour.
12:33.
Singer's Hall. It was modeled after the Singer's Hall of the
My asshole was the only thing that was clean on me. Yeah. That makes sense. Tying into the next one.
Never gave one here.
Katie, what's happening
During the last few
in
years of
Neuschwanstein?
Wagner's life,
We're just enjoying this tour.
What's happening here?
No, that's Harry Keepsake.
Okay, you're just enjoying your tour of Neuschwanstein.
enigmatic wolf
This place is decadent.
It is.
Oh.
Joe, is this representative of what it looked like?
Very much so.
Okay.
Head and Chiemsee has a like half-mile long dance ballroom.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my
They call the Hall of Mirrors. That's very similar to this, with just all mirrors down the length of it. And it's gorgeous. And again, this is the same place that has the opera house that's no seating and is replaced with a lake that Ludwig would sit in a swan boat and listen to Wagner productions.
You're right. Oh my god, I totally forgot about that.
Oh yeah, I went there. Yeah.
Oh, so
I don't know.
cool.
It's not a bad,
Oh,
it's not a
God.
bad title.
There's definitely worse titles that you can
Alex,
have.
take me to Germany.
Do you think maybe he's like?
There must be a story behind these wolf paintings.
Do you think that he's maybe one of the founders of the frickin' Black Wolf culty cult?
Oh ho ho.
There must be a story
May that be
behind
tied in.
You should be murdered by the peasants at this point.
Hungry be very murdered.
Or is the Baron?
Gives up.
I don't think the
Which
guards
one?
want to be bothered while on duty.
Abby. It's Abby.
It's Abby, she's being.
Miles wouldn't use that.
Miles just pees pants.
Yeah.
How are you guys not spooked if it's the middle of the night and it's dark and you hear
Nice view.
that
of the
sound
Alps.
effect?
I am so used to being bothered.
The lullaby song that has been playing.
Oh yeah, they don't
nonstop
notice
in my
white
house
noise.
for
I don't
7
even
years.
hear it anymore.
I know.
You can't, that's white noise.
They've blocked it out.
I have literally realized that has been playing all day long, and I have not noticed once.
Childhood castle.
I sometimes forget to turn it off, and it'll be
It has-
playing
it
all
is
day long,
no
and I
joke.
just completely forgot.
No joke, for nearly 7 years, been playing nonstop in this house. Oops.
You
have
say
you
that.
Have you blocked it out at this point? No.
Oh, I'm so sorry,
Still,
Hoops.
it's still agonizing for you. No.
I'm probably gonna get going soon. By the way, I have to be in the office.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
It's
That's a mistake.
10:45.
I was gonna say, I'm surprised Joe's not hitting the Dusty Trail yet.
Yeah, I finished all my work before, so.
Hell
yeah!
Let's fucking go. You want to throw on a Babylon 5?
No.
You wanna throw out an Only Connect?
I'll be leaving at 11.
Ooh, Only Connect. Oh, I forgot to explain
Ooh,
Trivia
Only
Divot.
Connect.
So, Katie, Trivia Divot.
Yeah. What?
Yes. So we watch a British trivia slash.
That's her lover.
Oh, is it?
You think I'm memeing, but I'm memeing less than you would think.
You are cooking actually, but
yeah.
that's beside the
Just
point.
not meat.
Yes.
And not
The
by
hand did look
Wolf
somewhat
meat.
mannish.
She was into wolf meat.
So yeah, so we watched this trivia show.
It's a trivia show
A
called
game
Only
show,
Connect.
basically.
It's a British one.
It's one of the hardest trivia shows I've ever seen.
There's a lot of
Lateral thinking.
Yeah, lateral thinking going on. And I don't know, we were watching one season and I decided I wanted to try to guess who would win it, and I determined for no particular reason that people with big butt chins were doing very well in the trivia round.
That's where they store facts.
That is where they
That's
store
what he
facts.
said.
Thank you.
We hang out too much. Yeah.
So the trivia divot, that's where the pool of knowledge is.
Uh-huh.
So we started watching. It's like, if there's a man with a weak chin, no trivia divot, he's going to do very poorly. And for some reason, it has not worked since. But the season that I came up with it,
They won!
You should look at the chins on the winners.
Strong chins.
It's like someone took a chisel and just went kink, a big hole right there.
What did Jackie's grandmother say about you?
She said I had a strong chin.
No, no. She says you have a strong square jaw.
Strong square jaw. Because I said to Jackie, I don't know, in our
He said
first
to me,
year
old
dating,
people really like me. I have a square jaw. And back then, like,
and Jackie was like, fuck you.
I did. I was like, no. And then my grandmother, the first time
Yeah,
she
first-
meets him, she goes, oh, look at him. He's got a nice, strong, square jaw.
and I was like, what did I say? Old people love the square jaw.
I have to say, too, Alex's
It's
whole thing
rounded
is
out
that
a lot since
if
then.
they have a weak chin, Alex goes, if they have a weak chin, they don't know much. I was like, well, this is a British gaming show. Many of them have a weak
A
chin.
lot of them have weak chins. Well, there can be only one winner, so many of them lost.
They supported the Roman Church even when other European countries were
Trying to
dominated
find a
by
good cutoff point for the stream, but damn, Neuschwanstein is just so riveting.
The stained glass window depicts St. Louis receiving the last sacraments.
It's a beautiful crucifix.
Jesus.
It's a beautiful.
I can't remember the name of it, but I streamed. I used to be big into streaming horror,
saint?
like indie horror games.
Okay.
And there was one that was really cool. And it was about like
The paintings above
cursed
the altar
paintings
depict St. Louis
and
surrounded
like an
by
artist.
the seraphim. An interesting side
And
note.
I'll have to check Steam,
For
but
a
I
period
feel
of
like
about a year, the
as
Louis
long as
fun
the
in
kiddos are
Alfred's castle.
Yeah, I was like, I would play
Yes.
that. That sounds like fun.
Black cloth
very
on the
cool.
unfathomable
Definitely has
wings
some
of
jump
the saint.
scares, but it's very like story forward and puzzle forward.
Boy, that would be.
Do you remember what it was?
Sadly,
Was it just called The Cursed Painting?
It might be.
Sadly, watching me do jump scares, I'm sure it's more hilarious than it is for me to do it.
I'm 90% sure.
Hey, Seraph's here!
Seraph!
Hey.
Layers of Fear? Sarah, that might be it.
Yeah.
Let me double check here.
Check my Twitch.
How's that look?
Oh,
Familiar?
that's absolutely it.
There you go.
Yeah,
We can always rely on...
I know.
I know you've been here, Seraph. As I said to Jackie at the start of the stream, Seraph's been kind of hanging out quietly. It makes Hoops very sad. You don't know,
I know.
how sad it has made Hoops. He's just like, Seraph was here. He didn't say nothing? Come on, man.
There's some exaggeration, but you know.
It's not too much exaggeration.
Gotta say, sounds just like you.
Spot on record.
Yeah. My impressions are nowhere near as good as Jackie's impressions of me.
No, that's true.
Me, Alex. Me have big square
It always starts off the same way. Oh, I'm Alex, and I'm so cool.
I'm Alex and I'm so cool is how I
And
started.
then eventually, because he was like, I can't say words. And I was like, well, you don't have to say the whole sentence. Me, Alex. You play. Do good game. I don't remember why. Oh, I was drinking, that's why.
Yes, Jackie!
Yeah, best is still me, Alex. Me say words.
Jackie, it was King's Crust. Of course you were drinking.
That's right. I forgot.
You gotta make him read it.
64, so this is
4th of March, 1864.
Yeah.
King Ludwig II, most gracious ruler of all Bavaria. I beg your forgiveness for my forthrightness in this letter, but I fear terribly for your Majesty's safety, and thus have no time for
Good thing it's in
subtlety.
English.
I have heard that the one they call the Black
Yeah, in
Wolf
1864, they were like, I gotta write this in
I have
English.
been investigating this man for reasons I cannot name at present, and I have learned that he is extremely dangerous and can only have... I beg your highness only this. Please do not see this man alone, nor even with your servants only to guard you. I promise you, all will be made clear very shortly when my investigation is complete. For now, only keep yourself safe. Your most grateful servant, Christian von Ritter, Schloss Ritter, Rittersburg, Bavaria.
Ritter.
That's the last thing
There you
listed
go.
on my about.
I
I
don't
haven't
need to
streamed
mess
since
with the guards.
2020.
I came to tour the castle.
Time for your
The resurgence.
the resurgence of catastrophe.
I loved streaming. It's so time consuming. That and like
You
my
gotta plot on the
computer
schedule
just
for that kind of stuff, right?
my computer. That's
Yeah.
how little free.
George, how you love this?
I'm gonna get my computer out of storage.
Joe's
and
like,
play at Mike's
sick.
place. Because Mike has a computer for me.
You're right,
At
Sarah.
his
It
place.
is sneakily energy consuming. I know,
But
like
he's been using it
I
for
know that
work,
you've got people
so-
that are really happy every time you go live,
Yeah.
Seraph. But at the same time, it's like
It's a lot of setup.
you notice there was a period of time. Honestly, though, like the me streaming solo stuff stopped mainly when the kids got old enough to be around all the time and loud all the time. I was like, I don't want to just
What the
do
hell?
that.
Okay.
Do that to people.
Leave the inventory. Hit exit on the inventory first.
Ah, that makes sense.
Let me type. Let me type.
Tap, 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 tap.
Yeah, I don't think I've streamed since I moved out of Philly.
Well,
Like out of Chestnut Hill.
You've streamed now. So look at that.
I know, well, I mean, I do the Extra Life thing. I do the
Right,
Extra
right.
Life thing,
All right.
Which you carried me through last year. I just was like, you guys are talking Pokemon. I definitely know Pokemon. These are some things I heard on the internet that I googled beforehand.
Well, yeah, we did do that.
People loved that segment.
The Pokemon
hot
cosplay
takes,
hot
the
takes.
Pokemon hot takes, yeah.
There's so many new Pokemon. Oh yeah, Dick or no Dick.
Well, that's not what I meant, but what Sarah said.
One for the road. Oh yeah, can we watch
No
it? Really?
Dick.
Yeah, we can watch a fucking
Probably
movie.
gonna head out with you, Joe.
Alex!
Riding with Dick.
Dick.
Riding Dick.
No Dick.
Dick, no Dick.
No Dick. No Dick.
Yes.
No Dick.
I don't know, the last two.
I got
or three
burned.
that you've just randomly voted have been Dick.
I know.
So I'm
Sure,
saying
this-
still no Dick again.
There's been a bunch of random Dick. I'll go Dick. My brain stopped functioning properly because I went into the pause menu.
No Dick.
No Dick.
That's a weak quote.
That is a weak quote.
I'm just pulling another one up. We don't have to play for it. I just want another quote.
I'll be
I
back
wanted to
in
go
a minute
Campbell,
'cause
but I went cheese.
grabbing-
Yeah, that's better. That's better.
That is better.
But I am.
All right.
We out.
Good night, Seraph.
You're also
Farewell.
gonna...
Yeah, I had a feeling.
Yar.
Heck yeah.
He's done.
Jaws, I'll see you in the office tomorrow, or are you